on them Journey into Mysteries, and I'll catch a good deal on that. And I figure once we're even keel or whatever, if I need to add anything.
We're live now, guys.
You know.
We're live from London and wherever else these two guys are. Live from London, Massachusetts, and Illinois. No, Indiana.
No, Indiana,
that was it. Yeah, no begins with an L, an N, an I. I'll get it right the third time.
Have we been drinking already, Graham?
No, I haven't. I just lost the ability to spell or do anything coherent. Right, so box 14. I'm going through box 14 today. It's rather a full box. There's even comics sitting on the top, flat on the top, because there's no room for them properly. This is kind of like a lot of in the process of collecting kind of runs. So this first one is Providence. It's a 12-parter by Alan Moore, a Lovecraftian tale, but I haven't got all of them yet. So I've got number 4, number 6.
Oh, you need to be closer to the camera there, handsome.
Yeah.
I can't even see what those are.
Number 7.
There we go.
Number 8. Number 9. Not the most exciting covers, but unless you like architecture, maybe. Number 10.
And that's an Alan Moore book?
Yeah, it's Lovecraftian. It's called Providence, as in I Am Providence.
Yeah.
H.P. Lovecraft's hometown, Providence, Rhode Island. I'm not actually reading them yet because I'm waiting to get to the full run first before I start.
Can I let the cat out of the on something for a second that might get me in a little trouble with Neil Gaiman?
What?
He's filming something in regards to Providence.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So
last I saw, he was actually in Providence.
I don't think I showed this already once. This is my Tom Mandrake. I showed this on Tom Mandrake stream, didn't I? This is my sketch of Spectre that I got from Tom Mandrake.
Ooh, nice.
Hey, dumb question. Why is that not in the frame up on your wall?
Because I don't really have things on my wall, to be honest. My walls are... I haven't got room for that kind of stuff. There you go.
Another dumb question. If I asked Tom back on, would you have a show full of questions for him still?
I don't know. I'm not sure what else to ask. I could ask him about some of his comics that I couldn't find. So there's only 2 of them here at the moment because one of them is going to be shown on Cover Slingers on Saturday because he's my artist choice for Cover Slingers. We have
you don't need me there, do you?
No, we've got Full House. Backlash from Showcase, his first appearance. And then we have a few cowboy comics.
I want to be a cowboy.
That's a really good cover. I like this cover.
You can be
really good.
Yeah,
this was the first.
That one on Cover Slingers.
I did, yeah. This is the first one. This is the first one I got. It was going cheap because it had a corner ripped out of it, and I thought, well, a couple of quid, I'll get that. And I really liked it, so I thought, well, screw it, I've got to get the rest of them now.
That rolled from Kubert to Adams, didn't it?
Kubert, well, you talking about the art? Or? I don't think Neil Adams did it. Talking about Neil Adams on it. I don't think Kubert was on it. I know that much. I know
Kubert started it. I thought Adams did the later issues.
This one's Ray's favourite, Nicardi.
Nicardi. That's a Nicardi cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought Adams took over at the tail end, or unless he was doing the Batlash and the Weird Wonder.
Unless that's him, I don't know if that's him.
Yeah, that's Adams.
Right. And I don't have the last issue, number 7, so maybe he's on 7 as well.
Kubert and then Adams took over at the tail end because that's where he picked up, where he just took over on the art on books that kept dying.
There you go. Bill's here to stereotypically abuse me again.
Yeah, Bill, you should come on and show off books that you're going to give to me. for trade to me.
Very, very recent run for me. This is like very recent. This is like last couple of years. I'm trying to get the Grant Morrison first run, basically.
Bill released a video and he's like, well, I'm going to trade sell these. And I respond to him. I'm like, hey, I'd like to trade for that X-Men 9. He's like, nope, already gone. I'm like, oh my God. By the time you release the videos, they're already gone. That's why I prefer going live.
He films these videos well in advance, I think.
He's still trying to figure out where Jackson is.
I'm going to Jackson. Is that Connor?
Yeah, no, that was Oliver. So I need one more for that run.
What up, Simon?
I actually got it in the post.
We got Simon, we got Tony, we got Bill. Oh my goodness. What an illustrious audience we have.
Why am I not doing this in the very full screen?
I still can't see the chat.
Speaking of...
I should have done it in this screen, shouldn't I?
We got Simple Simon. We got Bill.
Hi, everybody.
We got Old Wolf 65. Cool, Tony.
So at this one, Old Wolf, I literally just got it in the post this week. It's going to be in my video of my new haul, number 5.
Which one do you need for that run? What you talking about?
I imagine he's talking about this Green Lantern one I was just showing. It was number 5 that I needed, but I got it in the post today. So, oh, I got the annual as well. So, next up, we've got some more old school stuff. Anthro.
How he post.
Sorry?
That's how he post artwork.
Yeah, that's right. It's a great story as well, actually. I really enjoyed this run. I think I got it off someone in the community, actually. Someone got this in a mystery box in the community, and he looked at his Anthro and he thought, oh, this looks like rubbish kind of thing. And I think I'd won a comic off him already. And I said, that Anthro looks good to me. I like, look at that. And he went, oh, I'll send it to you then.
That's the only one I got right there.
The great art as well. I love the art. And the stories are so fun as well. Such a fun little series.
Oh, hey, Sean's in here too. How you doing?
So I just want to get the first one from Showcase, whatever it was, so that I can put it on my list and try and dig it out sometime. Yeah, Anthro is really cool.
I think Roger's got them all.
Yeah, I think probably has. Yeah. I know he's familiar with them. But that's enough for my kickoff. You want to go next, Ray?
Yeah, I'll go. We'll go with Action Comics, a couple of reprints.
I've got that one. That reprint. I got 2 reprints of the same comic.
Alright, what do we got? Start off Action Comics, $3.93.
Cool.
$3.95.
A girl mightier than Superman. Wow, she's got a power stance there, hasn't she?
$4.20.
Nice. What's that bloke there? We've got bagpipes. Is he?
Yep.
Is that bagpipes almost?
Bagpipes.
Oh, squeeze box bagpipes. Everything by the looks of it. Create a bigger and better Superman using his magical bagpipes. That makes sense.
$4.28.
Cool.
A lot of gaps. A lot of big gaps.
Oh yeah.
$4.32.
I've got that one. The 2 toy men fighting against each other.
Yeah.
The battle of the toy men.
$4.33.
Cool. Don't think I've got that one. The Man Who Was Buried on Page 64. It's a weird title.
You ain't got this one?
Oh, there's plenty of the same with you. There's plenty of them I haven't got from that action run. Because it goes so blinky long.
$4.35.
That one, I'm pretty sure I've got that one. I want to wreck the world. Oh dear.
What is it? 440.
Oh yeah. Got that one.
$441.
I said, man, what brings you to Central City? Oh,
With the
I
flash.
say, that's no way to say hello to your mate.
$442.
Can't make out what's going on there, but yeah, cool. Someone's watching the telly. Someone is. Oh, yeah, it's good. Oh, wow. So you've seen it from TV where it was appearing live. That's cool. You'd never get a moment's peace. I've got. Oh yeah, I got that one. I remember that. That was kind of weird. The man who created Superman. Don't listen to him, Ray. He's mean talking your comics.
I can't see the chat, so I have no clue who's saying
No,
what.
I want to put it on the screen. Can you see it on the screen?
Oh.
That's that, Bill. Don't listen to him.
Bill.
We know he's digging out 5 Frazetta covers for this show this week.
We know he's going to show Frazetta.
Exactly. He's such a one-trick pony.
Yeah.
I love the way in this era of comic they just put a mask on and no one can tell it's a mask. It's ridiculous. Like masks in comic books are magic somehow. Oh yeah, got that one. It's one of the dodgiest robots ever. Jaws attacks. It's a nice yellow background. Matilda will like that one.
Yeah, Matilda will love that cover.
Yeah, got that one. Black Rock. I thought that was his name. They did like a yellow background, didn't they, in the Superman comics?
Yeah, a lot of yellow backgrounds.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Yeah, got that one. I got a really good deal on some Superman a long time ago now, so I managed to get quite a lot in one go. I do like to pick up Superman. It's cheaper than I used that one on Car Cinemas at that time. I think it's Centennial show. I used that one because he gets knocked back 200 years into the past. It's punched into the past. That was the force field of the pile driver.
You got this one?
I don't think so, no.
No, because I got 2 of them.
Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure I haven't got that one.
Okay. Put that one in the pile.
What number is it, mate? I'm pretty sure I haven't.
464.
464. No, actually 460. Oh, that's actually, yeah, that's cool. He's wrecking the world again. That's twice he's done that in this run of comic books. He needs to be careful with his superpowers.
Ride him, cowboy.
Oh yeah, Terror Man. Rather a crazy Superman villain. Oh yeah, got that one. Lovely Lois in a wedding dress. Great Krypton. Interesting. Superman, this is your life story. Okay. Big 500th issue.
Yep.
Cool. Nice flying saucer. Can't remember if I showed that on UFO what week or not. Or flying saucer week that we had. I can't remember if I showed it or not. Lana Lane action.
Hey, Sean. I want to see any of those rags on cover slingers. There you go.
I think Ray's win percentage is better than Bill's.
Whitman.
Oh yeah, Whitman.
Why, you need a Whitman?
I always need Whitmans.
I got 2 of them right here.
Always need Whitmans. Always need Whitmans.
Okay, there you got one.
I mean, they're only worth a couple bucks each, but to me, they're cool because they're such a small part of the print run. And Marvel had a deal for Midwest distribution for Whitmans, so there's a bunch of Marvel Whitmans, but DC, there's only a small handful of them.
Cool.
The Whitman run is like 3 to 5%.
Yeah, I've got a lot of these. That little hairy monster thing that makes the kids follow it.
You got a little hairy monster thing like Ray there in the library.
I've got a comic exactly the same as that one there. I have a copy of the same comic.
Yeah. I'll come in from the dark in a little bit. I did a new layout in my room, and I'm going to debut it here.
That one's crazy because that's a floating island. That Superman there is a floating island. Apparently, it was in an earlier comic book. Rather weird. Oldroyd says he needs Whitmans too.
Well, there you go, Tonio.
We'll have to fight over that one. Yeah, cool. I've used that in a dinosaur, which I think the very first cover slingers, before it was even called cover slingers, I showed that one. Pretty sure I did, didn't I?
So what was it called before cover slingers?
The very first issue was called 5 Go Mad with Dinosaurs. So basically, it was 5 of us showing 5 dinosaur comics each. That was it.
Yeah.
Literally, we said, "Oh, we could do this every week. Why not? Different thing every week."
Who was on the first show?
Roger, Matilda, Bill, I think, Slim, I think. I can't remember now, to be honest. Maybe Man Cave, possibly. Jambo, maybe. Oh, I don't remember now. It was a long time ago. Cool.
Over 100 episodes ago, huh?
Yeah, definitely. The amount of Superman covers, they've got Superman and Clark Kent on the same cover. He's just, there's so many of them. Oh, looks like Mark's turned up. Hello, Mark.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Hanson.
Right, let's go.
Hi, Ray.
Okay.
We'll go to Kyle for his debut of his new layout.
Well, let's see if this actually comes across in here when I turn this on. So,
Kyle, need some light. You're completely dark. Oh,
Yeah.
there we go.
I've been waiting to do. So instead of just regular red lights, it's a little too bright in here right now. But doop. I got
Some new light rig.
yellow, orange, pink, purple, blue.
It's a 70s disco, Kyle.
It's my rainbow room now.
All you need is put the stripper pole back
It's
up.
very
and
low.
you're
You
in
need a
business,
disco
Kyle.
ball.
I do need a disco ball. So yeah,
Stripper pole as well, Kyle. Don't forget
I'm
your
glad.
stripper pole.
Huh?
Don't forget your stripper pole.
Yeah, I need a stripper pole in here.
Gray, can you
Oh.
stop encouraging him to take his clothes off?
Yeah.
My big mail of the week, obviously.
Yep. There it is.
Creepy Worlds 54.
That looks some good, Nick.
Well, yeah, it's the Alan Class from his personal collection.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, who can we thank for this? Let's see. Am I pointing the right way here?
Yeah. Well, I sent it to somebody I thought would appreciate it, Carl. So.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, the comic is cool. The certificate's cool. It's all cool. All right, I'm sitting here with a box of half war books and half funny books. Do we go funny or war?
You haven't called him a bastard in weeks either, so that, even less reason to now.
Kind of a deal going on there. So, here, let me just start pulling some of these out. How about a giant Western Roundup?
Hi, Old Wolf. Giant Western Roundup.
Cool.
Who have we got on there, Kyle? Can you name all those cowboys?
Roy Rogers, Dale Evans. Oh, not Will Rogers. Oh, the other big TV one. Yeah, that guy. Tom Mix is up there. Why am I forgetting him? He like Gene Autry. He owned the California.
Okay, you did not bad. You got about a 4 out of 6, I think.
Yeah, he owned the California Angels. The other two aren't ringing a bell to me, but I know the other ones. Some of these might be reprints because they get shuffled around, and we always talk about cover slingers. They're little erased peoples. Forbidden Worlds, number 88.
What's that? America's Best Comics Song? What's it called, that company?
ACG.
American Comics Group, is it something like that? I can't remember now.
Yeah, American Comics Group. Andy Panda for a little sports. A little tennis ball through the nose.
You show quite a lot of Andy Panda. I don't I've never seen them.
Yeah, we've got no Andy Panda in the UK.
No.
Bugs Bunny innuendo cover.
That's not innuendo. He's chopping up a banana to make draft pieces.
Elmer, I'm going to chop off your banana.
No.
It's not. It's not innuendo.
Little gun cover.
That's nice.
It's a jewel.
Captain Marvel.
Talkie Tawny is his name, isn't it?
Hey, how about some politically incorrect? Cowboys and Engines.
Yeah, can't do that anymore, Carl.
Nice.
No. Insensitive.
Daredevil.
Ah, the original one.
Yeah. Number 44.
He looks like Thunderbolt to me. He looks like Thunderbolt.
Donald Duck, 46.
He's a nice Kyle.
Little 1962 Donald Duck family album.
Nice.
Little King Comics, Flash Gordon.
Yeah.
It's still healing up, Tony. Still healing up.
You took some skin off of it, did you?
Let's see, while we're taking up Westerns here, how about some Zane Grey?
The Ranger.
From 4-color 255.
Oh, now that's when a man was a man.
Yeah, if you're real bored, I've got a whole run of 1913 Zane Grey books, 1913 up Zane Grey books.
The Old West where men were men and sheep were nervous.
Yeah. Porky the Trouble in Big Trees.
Yeah, Bill's Woodpecker.
Yeah.
Bill Peckerwood.
Trouble in the Big Tree. That is Bill. Bill is trying to listen in on the woodpecker.
That's 4-color 370. Here's 4-color 441.
Bill's head over that, I think.
Fearless Fagin.
Fagin.
Oh my gosh. It's got a bit of a lion. It's a male lion as well.
The Hand of Zorro. Oh, Prince Valiant.
I like that.
How about Dumbo? Howdy doody.
Yeah, never crossed the Atlantic.
No.
Perry.
No,
Perry the Squirrel.
No.
It's Pluto's birthday. He's got the bones in there. Daisy Duck's Diaries.
What's she doing with that vase?
About to grab him with it.
You're going to clock him over the head with it.
What colors did they use? The 4 primary colors. Kyle, you know what that's named after, the primary colors. Sleeping Beauty's fairy godmothers. There's Ray. There's Little Hiawatha. Huckleberry Hound.
Huckleberry Hound for president. Yay!
I got that one.
Let's
Did
see.
he win?
Sadly, no. Let's
He would
see.
have been
Around
better
that
than
time,
Donald Trump.
when that one came out, that would have been Kennedy winning.
Okay, all right.
About that time, that would have been Kennedy winning.
Okay.
How about Mr. Magoo?
Oh yeah, he came over to the UK.
Yeah, we've got Mr. Magoo.
And how about Mr. Magoo answering the parrot? Oh man, another Ray cover. What is going on?
Moon Pilot.
Moon Pilot. Ray, when you was a youngin', that fella was a little donut musician. How about a little Porky Pig? Food stuff things. I actually thought I let this one go. I don't know. Oh, I think this was supposed to go on the wayside. Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny.
And more Bugs Bunny.
On the water.
On the water. And more Bugs Bunny.
Pesky duck. Rabbit.
And Bill's Woodpecker. And Bill's Woodpecker. Bill on the nose. Back to Huckleberry Hound in his own series.
Another woodpecker.
With another woodpecker. Rough and Ready.
Hi, Spidey.
Hey, Simon.
Rough and Ready.
No, they never made it.
I remember that cartoon.
No.
Gasp.
That's a bit different to all the rest in that box.
And then gasp.
So very much a change of pace
Go
from
shoot.
the rest of the comics in there.
The gasp in there, the gasp in there. How about we go Golden Age here with a little giggle? We go from gasp to giggle.
Gasp to giggle.
Just like Pinky in the Brain.
Yeah.
Kind of like it. Let's see. Let's just go. Say when. Then there's one about me. Hunk.
Maybe about 30 years ago, Kyle.
Well, yeah, but it still counts. Justice traps your girlfriend.
That's the way it goes.
Guilty there. Oh. And then there's a couple of gray books here. Lassie.
I got that one.
Fine.
Lassie. And a photo cover. More Lassie.
Okie dokie. With a random stepladder on it.
And a Stagecoach issue with lots of guns and a photo cover of Clayton Moore, the Lone Ranger.
Yeah,
Like
if
he's
you do
been-
cover slingers, stepladder covers.
I was just thinking that, Mark. I was just going to say that. Stepladder covers.
And then slides. How about, I think this is like issue 79 Looney Tunes and Merry Melodies.
Okay.
And then another great cover. Midnight Mystery.
With mammoths.
Mammoths, yeah.
Mammoth Head.
Chain reaction. That was wonderful.
And I don't know.
Anachronistic
Here,
one.
I'll stop after this one. The Mighty Samson
Right.
Oh.
swinging in on gymnastics rings for some reason.
Yeah, how did they get up in that tree?
That a
But-
George Wilson cover?
Gold Key #1, more than likely.
Yeah.
1964, KK Publications, a Gold Key first issue.
See you there, Simon. Don't work too hard, mate.
All right. And on to Mark or whomever.
Yeah. You got some stuff to show off today, Mark?
Yeah, I've got some stuff. I'm going to show it again tomorrow because never wanted to see it, but I'm just going to turn that on. So this is some Thorpe and Porter. Thorpe and Porter. So who the heck are Thorpe and Porter, you say?
It's a comedy double act from the
The
30s.
TNP that are stamped on
So
foreign.
Abbott and Costello, who's
Yeah.
on?
Yeah, Thorpe and
Um,
Porter are the TNP that's stamped on the Pence cover thing.
You've got it. You've got it. Thorpe and Porter are famous for they were importers of US comics, and they used to put a big stamp on the comic saying TNP. So if you get a comic with TNP stuck on it, that stands for Thorpe and Porter. However, they did do their own publishing as well. They did publish their own range of comics. Not a huge amount. Mainly they were just involved in doing the
Got a TNP right here.
yeah, there you go. That's exactly right. So that's exactly that's where you'll know TNP from. However, they did do their own range of comics. And this set here I picked up.
Reprints?
They're really quite rare. The print runs were not big, and you do not see them around much at all. So here we go. We've got Out of This World. Now, you can see here this little TP. You know, they're very, very subtle here. So their logo, because they're Thorpe and Porter, that is TP. And their symbol,
Toilet paper.
the little TP tent.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The books I have with the Thorpe and Porter stamp, I actually keep with my UK reprints and consider them UK books because they've been there and back. So.
Yeah. That's fair enough. And they did a series of Out of This World. This is Out of This World #1. Now, this gets highly confusing because Alan Class also did a series called Out of This World, and it was a reprint, virtually the same comics that these ones reprinted.
Okay.
So you've got to be really careful when you look at these to determine whether it is a Thorpe and Porter Out of This World or whether it is a TNP Out of This World. These are in amazing condition. I collected. They got these in an auction. They're amazing. Just fantastic condition. And the cover.
Did they never do any of their own characters? Did neither of them ever dabble with?
Interesting. You should say that. We'll come on to a really interesting comic in a second. So this is Out of This World, #2.
Roughly what year, Mark?
We're looking at sort of mid-60s here. Yeah. You can tell it's £1, so it's pre-71. Out of This World. These are all American reprints. And this one, this is really confusing. This there's an Alan Class one with exactly the same cover as this, and the same title, Out of This World, but it's a different number. So
strange.
it gets really, really peculiar.
Did you pick these up at auction today, or?
No. I've had these for a year or so. They are just incredible. These. If I was to get these graded, they come back as 7.0 plus.
And the only ones graded on.
Absolutely, they'd be the only ones graded. Yeah, these are rare.
I know that one. That's the cover to Monster Hunters 14. I've got
there you
that
go.
upstairs.
Yeah, and these are rarer than Alan Class. Actually, these are rarer.
Is that the only title they did?
No, they did a few other titles. I'm going to show you an amazingly interesting one in a minute.
Were those three in cahoots with each other at any point in time?
No,
they were
competitors. Race for the Moon, #1. And again, Alan Class did a series called Race to the Moon. Now, I'm going to show you something that is going to be amazingly mind-blowing. I am going to show it again tomorrow night on our Geeky Weekly show because one of our regular hosts, Nev's asked me to show this. Right. So a bit of a preamble here. Okay, so for those of you who let's go back to 1932 when Superman came out. Okay,
38.
Okay, was it? Okay, 38. Okay, shortly after that, Fawcett came up with Captain Marvel. Yep. And for about and DC or National Periodicals, I think they were called at the time, sued Fawcett, saying that Captain Marvel was too similar to Superman. Now that went on for ages. It went on for about 12 years, during which period of time Captain Marvel became more popular than Superman. And in the UK, a company called L. Miller and Son got the rights to reproduce Captain Marvel, which they did from Fawcett. In 1953, the lawsuit came to an end, and they decided that yes, they had infringed the copyright on Superman, and they had to stop doing Captain Marvel. So Fawcett stopped. But back in the UK, L. Miller and Son just said, "Oh, bugger this for a game of soldiers. We're making loads of money on this." And they got a guy called Mike Anglo, and they said to him, "Look, just do us a copy of Captain Marvel, but don't call him Captain Marvel." So Mike Anglo came up with Marvel Man, and that ran in the UK for a number of years. Then Alan Moore picked it up in the 80s and did a series of Marvel Man, and then that went over to Eclipse Comics in the States, and they called it Miracle Man. And Miracle Man is now being produced by Marvel in the US. However, I'm going to get to the end of this story in a minute. Mick Anglo in the 60s was asked by a Spanish company to produce a Marvel Man for Spain.
Did you find that one?
Yeah, I'm going to come to it in a second.
Oh my goodness!
And he did, and he produced something called Super Hombre. Okay, so Super Hombre ran for 65 issues in Spain. I have not got a copy of Super Hombre. I cannot find one anywhere. However, having produced Super Hombre in Spain, Thorpe and Porter in the UK said to Mick Anglo, "We would like you to do Super Hombre reprints in the UK." But they couldn't call him Super Hombre because that's flipping Spanish. So what did Mike Anglo call Super Hombre when he brought him back to the UK for Thorpe and Porter?
Yeah.
Miracle Man. Nice.
So that is the first appearance of Miracle Man. Nobody appreciates this, right? Everybody thinks the first appearance of Miracle Man is when they took it over to Eclipse Comics and they changed Marvel Man to Miracle Man. No. Miracle Man, by the same guy, Mick Anglo, was done by Thorpe and Porter as a reprint of Super Hombre from Spain. If you followed that, congratulations. Your mind is more twisted than mine.
Quick question on that creator there. Is the creator of that from Saxony, maybe?
Mick Anglo, no, he's British.
So he's not Anglo-Saxon?
He's not Anglo-Saxon. No, okay, well done. Not bad. It was less crude than your usual jokes.
Told you I'm getting better.
I have never seen another one of these. And
how many of those did they do? How many issues of it did they do?
No, I imagine not very many.
Right. And that thing, fine Nick right there. So that's looking good.
I think I'm going to submit this on my next submission to CGC.
You're going to have to write all the information down.
I know. I am going to have to write all the information down.
You're going to become a consultant.
This is the first appearance of Miracle Man.
Yeah, you're going to have to become a consultant. I'm pretty sure there was a Miracle Man character in like the 40s in one of them fly-by-night companies.
Oh, well, maybe.
They reuse all those names.
But not written by Mike Anglo.
Yeah, no,
it's the guy that actually is
made Marvel Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're literally going to end up becoming a consultant for them when this keeps up, because they're going to be like, we don't know. We're going to have to go see.
They haven't got a clue. So I submitted my Miracle Man Junior, which was the last one where they turned over to young mum, and I had to write a whole story on the back of it.
You're gonna have to do that. You're gonna have to do that again too with that one. But Mark, before you get into the next one, Gray, Mark, I'm warning you. If you try and tell that story tomorrow, Tom will love it, but he's worse than me. Once we pull his string, we might have to shut him up at the 3-hour mark. The guy has endless stories that he loves to tell and doesn't get to tell them enough.
I know. I'm looking forward to it.
He's got Ditko stories. He's got Stan Lee stories. He's got insider stories. He loves collecting old comics. He loves history. Yeah, we may not be able to.
He'll like that one then, because he won't have heard that story. I guarantee he won't have heard that.
I sent you the link. I sent you the link yesterday, didn't I, Roger? I thought I sent you the link already. Check your Instagram. Sure, I sent you the link already.
The link for this or the link for tomorrow?
Yeah,
you sent me the link for tomorrow on the one and the one.
Yeah, no, Roger only comes on Tuesday night. I sent him the link on his. I sent it to him at 4:13 p.m. today. It's on your Instagram, Roger, if you want to come on.
But Mark, I think you're going to have fun with that. And you guys cannot spend any time tomorrow dogging me about my adjacent knowledge. Because again, a lot of the Tom stories I told are spread out over years. He told me years ago. My brain's not what it used to be. He'll get into detail about, the all color with the U banner and who did that.
I'm really looking forward to it tomorrow.
Railroads and stories.
Right,
and then as a brief precursor, I'll tell the two tomorrow too, but I'll save you guys all the moderation. And if we just figure out a little, if you got a question, throw your hand up and I'll chime in and I'll say, okay, Tom, can you answer this question from whomever? And you guys don't have to worry about that or talking over each other or anything. So I'll be a nice moderator tomorrow. So,
okay.
Because I don't have a million questions to ask him, and I know you don't want us stepping on each other with questions. And
great, your internet connection looks better.
Hey guys.
Yeah.
Roger.
Still can't get a word in
Roger.
with Kyle.
You were right, Greg. You did send it to me. I just didn't see it this morning.
Yeah.
Roger.
Right. So this is potentially my oldest comic book, but you guys can tell me if it's my oldest comic book or not, because it's a Classics Illustrated, and I know that they kept reprinting different times. So I don't know if this is the 1951. I know it's a British version, but this is Green Mansions. This is my only Classics Illustrated, and I got it because I fell in love with Rima the Jungle Girl, and this is her first appearance. And she predates Tarzan by about 5 years, I think. So she's the oldest jungle character.
That's a later print, so that's probably mid-50s.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
Anyway,
if it doesn't say classic comics, it's probably at least mid 52 up.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, that's a later issue, which would have been, but I don't think that's... I think those were strictly a shilling on the first prints. That's the way you can distinguish the British ones. They were a shilling on the first prints, and anything additional to a shilling.
Someone was telling me something about whatever ones are listed on the back, because like what one's coming up next. If that's
there's another one too. That's called the HRN guide. So what does the HRN go up to?
Yeah, it's the highest resolution number, right?
Yeah,
like 126.
So and then that's issue 90, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's your HRN. So whenever 126 came out, whenever 126 officially came out, that's how you can date it.
So I could tell how old this one is.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyway, because the reason I got this because I love Rima the Jungle Girl. I had one comic that I'd had for years. I have no idea where I got it from, or even if I read it when I first got it. I probably did when I was a kid or something and didn't remember it. And I found Rima the Jungle Girl in my collection. I thought, you know what, this is a nice cover. There's not very many in the run, so I try and get the full run. And totally fell in love with the character. I thought she was awesome. I loved the art in here. I loved the story in here. And
it's a shame she only lasted for that bit, and then
exactly. This is the one that I had. This is the one that I had. I had it. I don't know how old I was. Must have been really young. So I was going for boxes, and I was like, I don't remember this one at all.
On the moon there.
Yeah, beautiful. Exactly. Beautiful.
That's great. That's great. I love those.
Yeah, they're great. They're cheap as well, and the story is really cool, I think.
I cannot wrap my head around your oldest comic is like, I mean, if the issue came out 51 and that was several issues, probably 53. So conservatively, that's probably a 1953 issue.
It's probably my oldest by about 10 years. I don't think I'm getting even, I don't know, So anyway, right, then so keeping this as a Jungle Girl box.
How old do you want a comic, dude?
We also have Shadow of the. I don't know really bothered.
Anna.
There's a Shadow of the Sea Devil in this box as well.
Steranko.
Yeah.
And the reason I got
Serious
this one,
question, yeah, double up on the Stranko. Serious question, Graham. How old do you want a comic book?
no particular one, but I'll get whatever I end up getting really. Right, and the reason I started getting Shadow of the Sea Devil was for the Mandrill.
One, Gray.
For the Mandrill, where is he? The
And
Mandrill.
the rhino.
Yeah, it's got a rhino on it, which I like. I love
You know the
rhinos.
rhinos are your favorite animal.
Yeah, exactly. My favourite animals. But I just wanted the first appearance of the Mandrill, and it was like, yeah. And so I ended up buying it, and then I had to get the rest of the
Hey,
run.
Kenneth.
Because it's like, you've got to get the rest of the run, basically. And that's Mandrill's sister, Necra.
You know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna send you a 1941 Tijuana Bible.
Oh man.
Yeah, Roger knows all about them.
I think that's what I'm gonna do.
He's got a
I think
massive
I'm gonna
collection.
send-
I ran into a quite a bit of them in an antique store and just left
Yeah.
them. You know, because when
But
I
Roger,
you
when I
left
looked through them, I was like, no.
Do you
Dude, you
recognize?
realize on a bad day those are $10 a piece. On a good day they're $50 a piece, and if you get the right one, they're $1,000 a piece.
I think they were about $10 a piece. Yeah.
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 Feel,
I mean, the ones that I
feel
ran
free to
into
send me the
were
$1,000 one, Carl, if you like.
I don't think they were like really old though. They looked 50s to me.
Right. So, Roger, do you remember this comic book?
Roger, Tijuana Bibles are shifty, and they
This-
stopped making them in the early 50s. The
This is from the
newest
very
one-
first Cover Slingers.
Cover
before it was
slingers,
called-
yeah, the
Before it
animals.
was called
Yeah.
Cover Slingers, the dinosaur one,
Right.
and I just fell in love with this. An invisible dinosaur. It's just amazing. You can just see it by its shadow.
Yeah, I do remember that, Gray. Yeah,
Oh,
that was
man, I
like
love this.
that was like 3 years ago, Gray.
Yeah, that was the very first Cover Slingers
Yeah,
before it was
very
even called
first,
Cover
yeah.
Slingers. So, and yeah, we're trying to collect Strange Adventures.
Hey, since we're only showing covers, I can show off my Tijuana Bibles upstairs.
I guess
If
so.
you want, I can open them up too. But
This is from Robot Week. I got
Oh,
this
thank
from
you.
Robot.
Yeah, you showed that one once
Yeah,
too.
on robots theme.
That's a good one. I think that
This
won
was
that
nice,
round too.
which
Yeah,
yeah,
box
that
is it?
won the round because everything in it's a robot.
This one I showed during Choose Your Own Theme.
Infinity covers.
Slinger's Choice. No, Slinger's Choice. It was like comic books on the cover.
Oh,
and I got
comics
this
on the
one.
cover.
Yeah, comic books.
But it is
comic
an
books on the
infinity
cover.
cover because
It is an infinity
it shows
cover,
at
yeah.
least 3 of them
Mm-hmm. It is an infinity cover. It's just a
with
great
a
cover
Thorpe
as
and
well.
Porter stamp on it too, right? Right there by your finger.
Yeah, I know it hasn't got T&D on it, but it is a stamp.
You can just write that in there, you know.
That is a TMP stamp, yeah.
Oh, is it? You can't see TMP,
Yeah.
but
No, it's just blurred.
yeah, okay. But that's just a great monster.
Oh, yeah.
That's, I can imagine that's what like Kyle looks like when he gets out of the shower. That's what I'm imagining.
Sans the lightning
Absolutely.
eyes.
Yeah. Another
There's a few strips of wax off there. Man, that looks familiar. I wonder where that came from.
Well, this one.
Somewhere in
Yeah.
Indiana, I bet.
Did this come from you?
Yeah, it did.
I don't remember.
Yeah, that was part of my AOK
Cool.
to you, buddy.
All right, cool.
Hey,
Cheers, man.
Mark, are you seriously ready to become a consultant for like Heritage and CGC and all that?
Yeah. More than
Because
happy.
it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna have to happen.
Cheers,
That'd be
Jumbo.
They haven't got
Mark
a
is,
clue about the British stuff.
The man with
Yeah,
the
they
comet
don't.
head.
And like I said, I mean, when the guy that,
That is
runs,
fabulous.
when the guy that
Fabulous
runs,
silver stuff.
when the guy that runs
Nice.
the whole what am I looking for here? The guy that runs the department for assessing
Neil Adams. Huh?
comic memorabilia is asking me questions. You know, they're going to be asking me questions.
This
I
one's
don't know
got.
how come they haven't asked me to consult yet. So
This is an AOK from Ranger Sly.
I like that.
Nice letter from Ranger Sly there.
is that original duck art down there?
No, he's got some. This is notepaper that he used.
Note paper.
That's a
Is
really
it?
great cover, though. Can I have a look
Yeah.
at that again, Greg? That's a real. I love that.
I
cover.
like that cover.
That's
Yeah,
Adams
They
ink
use that on a
more
cover
than
slingers
likely.
too, yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's
Adams
been-
more than likely inking
That's
over.
great. Look, that's a great cover.
Yeah,
I think I won that round, Mark. So I think you're right.
That's definitely
You love a bit of
Adam
Adam
Finken, and
Strange.
that's more than likely Murphy Anderson art.
Yeah, the Atomic Knights.
Yeah.
War in Washington, 1990 AD.
That's the only time they appear on the cover.
Ah.
And whose little love child was that?
Like a fox?
No, whose love child was
Some
the
guy named
Atomic
Kyle
Knight?
that waxes his back
No.
for charity. That guy.
No, but seriously, whose love child was? There's a great video interview on it on comics history. But who created the Atomic Knights?
No idea.
I
Was that
just
Kanigher?
said his name. I just said his name.
Murphy Anderson and Kanigher? Was that who?
Murphy Anderson. That's Murphy Anderson's baby. And if
Okay.
you look up the old like 80s interview things in the history of comics, Murphy Anderson wanted so bad to have the Atomic Knights become a thing.
Attack of the Flying Gorillas.
Trying.
You hit a patch of gold here, Gray, in your box.
Yeah, this is Strange Adventures are great comics. I'm trying to get the Adam Strange run of them, but if I ever see them going, I'll always buy them because they're just great covers.
You mean from the 217 up to
Something
the
like that,
reprints?
yeah.
The Mystery in
Yeah.
Space reprints. Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. And I'll tell you what, I've got Adam Strange,
Look at that.
like thick book, like all reprints,
Oh,
back
yeah.
and back reprints. Such a great character, like because you don't see him that much. You see him like in Brave and the Bold here and there. When I actually got to read a run of his whole stories, this whole interplay of him and Alana, his missus, is just awesome. I think they're great characters.
That's,
We-
that's a great looking cover. You could have done that on giant hands.
Yeah, giant ghostly mist hands.
We need to figure out how to get. Oh God, my brain is so mush today.
Ray,
Just today.
Hey,
Ray!
Oh my God, California goatee, handsome guy, fun fella.
John's
Triple
Comic for
C.
Kids.
No, put on he handled the Triple C thing. God, why am I brain farting his name? I don't
I've got
know
that
how to do it. He ran the Comics Curing Cancer thing this year.
Oldroyd.
Yeah.
No.
I know the guy.
Oh, no, he did it. Okay.
Tony did his own. Rob Patstacks. God, I couldn't believe
Yeah.
if you want to run all the bubble-headed space guys, he's got them all. First appearances of Adam Strange, first appearance of
Nice.
the other guy going with him. I mean, he's got him hanging on his wall behind him. I didn't even look at a chat, but I know. Yeah, Rob Slab, Rob Patstacks. Yeah. I don't know why I was drawing a blank on that. but
Right.
Rob Morris.
I find that some of these action covers very boring.
Oh, I like him.
You like them?
Some are
Yeah.
not that hot.
I find Action Comics very boring. Now, see, there's some Gil Kane jumping off the panel.
Yeah, some are good, but most of them are just ordinary. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just went to a con. I ran into a whole bunch of Superman from the Bronze Age, minty condition. It was so tempting to get them.
What,
Yeah.
like $3 each?
$1, but what am I going to do with them? I
Yeah,
don't know
what are you
anybody
going to do
would
with them
want
and who are you going to sell them to? Yeah.
I didn't come to sell them. I'll give them away even, but who?
Read them. Yes, that's right. Green Mentions was a film with Audrey Hepburn.
Yep.
I haven't seen that.
I did pick up some Robert Bell bags that they were in, though.
I mean, I can't give stuff like this away. You
Yeah,
know,
it's tough. It's
Nobody
tough to
wants
move.
it.
Yeah. I tell you, that dollar box was full of action.
Did you
No,
just say
asking-
you came across the big thing of bell bags?
If you can't find something to give these away to, Mark, you're not looking very hard.
Yeah.
Well, no, I already actually did give quite a lot away to something.
But Roger, did you just say you got a big pile of bell bags?
Sorry, I
Not a big
rephrased
pile.
that.
I got a couple
I
of them.
can give it away.
You got a couple?
Yeah.
Is there
Yeah.
any way I can talk you into trading me just one bell bag?
Yeah, sure. I'll send one to you. Sure.
Just one bell bag. That's all I ever want, just one, just for the
Yeah,
piece
sure.
of
For the
history.
picture,
Yeah, I'll send you one. Sure.
You guys know what a bell bag is?
Yeah, we don't have to talk about it on a polite stream like this, Kyle. Could you keep your rudeness to yourself, please, mate?
Yeah, can you keep your sort of strange
What?
X-rated?
It's officially the first comic book bag there is.
Yeah.
I mean, the first official one, right, Roger?
Yeah, that's correct.
Like
Yeah.
There were
Bell
like
mass produced them.
there were some people that kind of put together some kind of
Old
bag.
Yeah.
Wolf is captain's album given them away as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a
That's a
burn
burn
cover,
cover
innit?
there.
Everybody had little things, but Bell coordinated it and actually sold them in the back of
Yep.
comics and stuff. And
Yep.
the first.
I actually
real
bought
deal
a couple
with it.
comics from him that came with bell bags, but those deteriorated long ago.
Demon. There. Got that one.
Oh, I went to look at there's an auction on tomorrow near me. It's about an hour and a half away. And I went to preview the comics today, and the guy said, "Oh, nobody's been to look at comics for 3 years. You're the first person."
What?
Oh.
So I said,
Great.
so I went in. And I said, "Is this where I come to? Can I look at the comic lots?" And he says, "Have you books?" I said, "No." He said, "Well, no, you can't."
What's
I said,
that?
"Well, I'm going to sit here until you show me them." And he said, "Oh, all right then."
Wait,
This collection came in from this guy from Kent. I said, "Why has he come here?" He said, "You're bloody horrible." And he's come all the way to, and he said, "Yeah, because I get the best prices." I said, "Okay."
Oh, right.
so Mark, did the words just come out of your mouth that you're the first person to see these comics in 3 years?
Yeah, nobody. He sells comics on the internet and on a live auction. You can go. I'm going tomorrow to his shop to do it. And nobody for three. I'm the first person for 3 years who've actually been to see them. To do
Okay.
the exhibition.
Graham said I haven't said this in a while, and you've earned this one, you bastard. God, why? Why? 3 years. Do you know how people would salivate to, hey, somebody hasn't seen this in 3 years?
Yeah. Do you know how much comics have gone up in 3 years?
Dive into that. I would just dive into that. You're a glorious, wonderful bastard, but a bastard doesn't make because I'm jealous.
These comics, you know how the old poly bags, if you leave them long enough, they stick together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I said to him, "I'll see this lot," and it came this lot. It was old. It was Astonishing Tales with Kazar, right? And one of them is key because it's the first cover appearance of Man Thing, right? And I take them out, and these things.
That's really weekly, that one.
I'm pulling them apart like this.
Yeah.
Yep. That's how they sound. Yep.
Wild Dog. I like Wild Dog. It's one of my little favourites, Wild Dog.
Cool.
Like this.
There's
nobody.
Stop torturing us with your sex noises, Mark.
That's the sound of Carl taking off his socks.
Stop torturing. No,
You know what gets me really excited when I go to a show or I go to a comic book? Old comic bags.
Yeah.
Because you know that if
Nobody's
they're that
been
old,
there.
they haven't been touched in a long time.
They haven't seen air in 30 years.
Yeah.
I
know
love
good
that.
stuff. So I just go through and I look for the oldest bags, yellowed,
Yeah.
gold.
That weekly run of
glued
action was
together.
really
Those
good,
are my
actually.
speed, you know.
One of those
Yeah,
ones
when I
I
get
just showed up.
bags where I have to physically go.
Yeah.
Stop making your sex noises. We know you're going to be good tomorrow. We know you're lucky. God. Yeah, one of those I just showed off up there is like that. I got it for like $1, and it's got a little price tag on it that says 1989. I'm like, oh my God, this thing ain't seen air since 1989.
Cool. Boy, Ray, you got like
one of the auctions.
Man, what a run.
It's on the internet. It's got this picture of a box, right? It just says a box.
I've got a full run of the Action Comics Weekly.
So the only thing you can see on the web is just this picture, and it looks like naff. It's sort of really naff comics sitting on top.
Yeah.
So I thought this is the one I need to see because nobody else is coming to look at these things.
Definitely.
If there's anything good in here, nobody on the internet is going to bid for it because they don't know it's in there.
Yeah.
So I said, get this box. I said, I got this box out.
You got incredible comic karma up there, Mark.
Oh, and it got in it.
I've got that one.
I made a list of what got it. It got in it. It was just unbelievable. It got Inhumans 1 in great condition. It got
In the mouth of a monster.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. It's Cover Slinger flashback.
Black Knight 1, Alpha Flight 1, Classic X-Men 1, Tales from the Crypt 1, Weird Science 1, Vault of Horror 1, Usagi Joe Jimbo 1.
Oh wow!
Oh, that Usagi is probably a hottie.
And none of those are shown on the picture on the actual lot.
None of them. No, it's just all in a box with some, and there's some Huckleberry Hound things that I've never seen before.
Those are probably gold keys.
So
No, they're not. No.
No?
These were newspaper style UK 7 pence things from 7D comics from 1967.
Oh,
Nice.
Cool.
And it's currently the high bid for this box is 30 quid. Because nobody on the internet can see what's in it.
And this is, you wonder how they get like good prices for it. Like literally, it's crazy. This sounds quite crazy, doesn't it? Either they get like silly money or they go for nothing.
Yeah, I mean, you could break that down, put it on eBay, and get
Hey, Roger, I could get 20 times my money.
Easy. So,
Yeah,
go for it, Mark. Let us know, and I'll get the drawer.
No, I'm going to actually go, and I'm going to get, because it's in a little, it's in this sort of. I said, "How do you hold the auction then?" He said, "Well, the people come into the front of the shop, and we do the auctioning from the back office."
Oh wow! So how many people they get in there then?
Sounds like a professional.
I know, it's unbelievable. It looks like a charity shop from the outside.
Wow!
And this guy,
where is that?
And he said, "Well, if you're going to stay, do you want a cup of tea?" I said,
"Yeah, classy."
At least it's hospitable. Where is this shop then, Mark?
It's in Felixstowe.
Okay.
Which is the back end of nowhere. So but it's only about an hour and 20 minutes from me. So
that's on the coast, isn't it?
It's on the coast. It's a big port. It's one of the major points in which goods come into.
Is that Kent though? That's Kent, isn't it?
No, it's Essex.
Is it in Essex, Felixstowe? Okay.
Yeah.
Man,
it's just
never ending action comics.
It's Suffolk. It's near Ipswich.
Golly. Two, of course.
Nice. I like that one.
Does that fit Naaman's wedding thing if the engagement's off?
Yep, the engagement's off.
It seemed back on again.
There's a nice little pink view behind me here, so I like that. I'm pink. I'm fabulous here.
What was that? A ladder, a black cat?
It's another one for the Step Ladder Week.
Step Ladder Week? Is there such a category?
Yes, we've had a couple of Step Ladder covers while you weren't looking.
Oh, man.
Have you got any Step Ladder covers?
I'm sure I do somewhere, but
possibly
it's not something I considered.
You'd have to be Slinger's choice because you wouldn't be able to do the whole week.
Yeah,
exactly.
I think there's a She-Hulk where there's one. I think there's a JLA where they're doing something out there with a ladder.
So could you show a ladder one and say, yeah, that's their.
There's a ladder one, Jimmy Olsen. See with Jimmy Olsen or Superman.
There's a Metal Man where he forms a ladder, gold. Yeah. I don't remember the issue, but I remember the cover.
Right.
God. I love being able to do this.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all want to know what 1946 smells like?
Heaven.
Decaying cellulose.
Golly, Ray. Holy smokes, man. That's like never
it's frozen. Is he frozen? Yeah. It's going right up to not past my my run. Oh no, actually it doesn't take on that one as well.
Key issue. Clark reveals ID to Lois.
Yeah.
Because he never did that. Every issue.
Well, that's neat.
No, she was always trying to find out his ID, but never getting it.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Rebirth, a wrap to present day.
See, I smelled the 1946. I'm going to smell another one that when I show it, it'll make Roger jealous and he'll want to go do it himself. So.
Doesn't take a lot. I do have a couple 1946. I don't think I have any. Yeah, I do have a couple 30s, but they're not comics. But
so, Kyle, one of the things up for auction tomorrow at this auction is 2,000 published magazines
2000 what magazines?
Let's move on, Ray. Show one more. We'll move on.
From
Okay.
about 1940.
Okay.
You got some more
2000 what?
Carl?
2000 what magazines, Mark? This is 1946. I was smelling.
Yeah,
Oh,
there you
nice.
go. Punch magazines.
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
18 quid, the current bid.
Well, I'd pounce all over those.
There's about
So
40
yeah, it couldn't be more politically correct than Little 8-Ball here. So
Oh, yeah.
1946.
Oh, gosh.
So who's the oldest character on here?
Woody Woodpecker.
Who on this predates Mickey
Oh.
Mouse?
Is it Andy Panda?
Who predates Mickey Mouse in 1928?
I don't know.
Oh, that's a good question. I
Bugs
don't know.
Bunny.
Well, who's that?
Oswald the Rabbit.
Oswald. Oh.
Okay.
That's what Disney wanted and didn't get, and that's why this is why they came up with Mickey Mouse. So this is 1946, and I couldn't keep my nose out of. I thought I was gonna make Roger jealous with this, but this is only a 1960 Charlton.
Out
Yeah,
north,
still a
the
10
west.
center.
Only a 1960. So
Terrorizing attack.
oh my god, I love that old smell.
Yeah, Charltons have a very particular bouquet, by the way.
Do they?
Because the pulp was so cheap, you know.
Yeah, cheap.
It was just
This is actually pretty solid. You go
Yeah,
back
there
to
are
the
several
50s
that
and
are
early
good.
60s, they're
but
pretty
overall,
solid.
you know, they're
You get up into the mid 60s, they just go to hell. But
oh, I got some that you can
Sergeant
go like this
Preston
and
and
they'll crumble in your
Unicorn.
hands.
Sergeant Preston
Preston
of the
of the
Unicorn.
Yukon.
Yeah, Sergeant Preston of the Yukon.
Snappy time.
I've done let most of these go, but Strange Tales of Suspense.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah,
That's in one of the lots.
I think I got one from
Tomorrow. That is in that exact copy is in one of the lots tomorrow.
Yeah, and this is like a 1957 Charlton.
very nice.
So, Turok, Son of Stone from the original series.
Yeah, looks like that dinosaur's had a few meals.
Nice little founders painted cover.
That's the chap that's the one fighting the Vikings on my cover the other day.
This should actually be in a different thing, but one of the lower print Whitmans, one of the early
Uncle
backs.
Scrooge, the status seeker.
Uncle Scrooge. Then the only one of the Del Heroes I got, or the Del Horror, the Dracula, Del Horror Dracula.
That's a terrible costume.
Then here's a mid 60s pot smoker, Toker. No, he's a
And his
Toka.
brother Kona.
Toka and Kona.
Toka and Kona.
Wasn't there someone a Midnight Joker as well on that? In that
Burt
story?
Law.
Explorer.
Yeah, Dell's if there was a show on TV, Dell had a comic about it essentially.
Will James Smokey.
Never
Take
seen
it
it.
back to
Uh-oh.
Bruce.
Oh man, I always did like this cover. Too bad this is gonna go into the gram pile. Oh, I know it. I know it. We got Jungle Jim.
Yeah.
What do you think Jungle Jim's going up against?
An elephant.
A rhino.
A rhino.
Yeah.
Do you know what? When I was a kid, I had a teddy bear called Jungle Jim. I don't know if we had the TV show in England. That's where I got the name from, or what. But I had one of my first teddy bears was called Jungle Jim.
Jungle Jim.
Yeah.
Teddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uncle Jim against the old grey rhino every night.
Smell it. 1958.
Yeah, later Charlton picked up that series in the late 60s.
Adult Comics with a predominant rhino from 1958. Graham, does this put a smile on your face?
Yeah, I like a rhino.
If
mate.
you're
I
that
do
close
like
to
a
a rhino, you're gone. You're gored. They're very
So-
territorial.
You like
Yeah,
it, buddy?
yeah. Not, but yeah, it's nice. It's a nice cover. Yeah, they're blind though, and they're not. They're practically blind.
I mean, it's
rhinos.
got a kid's name written on it right there, but I mean, a little
Yeah,
bit of
cool.
fine
Is it
roll, a
Graham
little bit
Fraser?
of information, but
If it's Graham Fraser, that would be too much.
That would be a coincidence, wouldn't it?
The smell of 1958. Well, you know what's going to happen? I'm going to start me a new gram pile.
Oh, dear.
So now I've worked on getting you like a 1957 Superman. We'll put 58 Jungle Gym in there. How about Voyage from the Deep?
Voyage
to the deep.
That's a cool looking fish.
Or Voyage to the Deep. A little anglerfish. A little back when the anglerfish was first being discovered and people thought it was a strange creature. Oh, here's another one to get Graham all excited. Tarzan the Naked Man cover.
Oh dear.
So yeah, there you
It's
go.
in your
I
collection,
don't think
mate.
Greg goes that way.
It's in your collection, Kyle.
Yeah.
We know where you bought it.
Let's see. I'm gonna take this one out of the bag too, because I need to figure these out and move them around. Come on, tape, quit doing that to me. There we go. It's only Sergeant Rock 372, but I love it because it's one of my DCs with
All right.
Oh, no.
Mark Dulas.
Mark Julian.
What number is that?
372.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, it's a nice condition as well.
Yeah, that's the slick era.
1983, January 83, I think.
DC
yeah.
Mark Jewelers are a lot harder to find than
A
Marvel.
lot harder to find than Marvel.
Yeah, I only have about 3 or 4 DCs, and I have probably 40, 45 Marvels.
You want a piece of history and you want to know why that is?
No,
Do you
well,
want to know,
yes, I
you
do.
want to know why there are Mark Jewelers ads in Marvel more than
I want to know, yes.
DC?
Yeah.
Let me get the specifics of this right.
Well,
There was a
yes or no
contract.
question. I mean,
You know how you get to get your old class rings and things, and different companies had it. Well, Mark Jewelers was most known for class rings. So whoever bought into it would get that, because Mark Jewelers they're trying to sell them on PXs and military bases and things like that. So Marvel and DC constantly competed for distribution and things. So Marvel always outweighed DC in the PXs and stuff, and they targeted Marines specifically, because even though there's 10 times more of the Army than there are Marines, they target Marines specifically because Marines would be proud and get the rings, whereas the Army guys were kind of like, if it was officers or whatever.
right.
But they really targeted Marines, and that's why they targeted them with Marvel, War Comics, and hardcore heroes. You won't find like a Superman comic with a mark in it. There's actually a target, and the main target of those Mark Jewelers were Marines. They
I actually do have a Superman with a Mark Jewelers.
Yeah, and those are rare. They didn't want to publish in it. They wanted to publish it in the war stuff. And, oh look, All American Men of War #7.
Cool. I actually found a Charlton with a star stamp on it, but Charlton's didn't have the inserts. They had ads like on the back cover and on the center.
Yeah,
but that was definitely a PX issue, though.
Do I delve into more war comics, or do we pass on to Rod?
Yes, I think it's back to Mark again first. I think has he got anything?
Okay, yeah, I've just got I've just got some Spawn in front of me. So I was on one of my sale things, and this guy came on and said, "Have you got any Spawn?" He gave me some numbers. I said, "Yes, they're up in the attic. I bought them when they were new. They were on my pull list to put them up in the attic." And he said, "Oh, well, I'd be interested in buying them." So the problem with Spawn, the first issues, is they're all produced during the 90s. And the print runs were enormous. So, the value of these things is minimal. So, getting them graded. So I had to look at this, and I sort of did an evaluation. So Spawn 1, for instance, there's my original Spawn 1 that I bought from you. Now, in a raw condition, this is sort of like $20 to $30. If you think you've got a 9.8, is it worth getting this graded? Well, it cost me about 25 quid to get this graded. So, it's probably worth about 20 quid now. If I get it graded, then it's cost me, total sunk cost is £45. This one is probably worth getting graded because if it comes back a 9.8, it's worth about 150 quid. If it comes, so as long as it comes back 9.4 or better, it's worth getting graded. Okay. But that's the only one.
If you come across any with a newsstand on it, they're worth 5 times more.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. But number 2, this guy was after number 2, and I said to him, "Well, I'll sell you this raw for 10 quid. But if you get this graded, and if it comes back 9.8, that's fine. It's worth 60 quid. So you've got spent 10 quid, and then you've spent 30 quid getting it graded, 40 quid. If it comes back at 9.8, you're okay. But if it doesn't come back at 9.8, you've lost money. So that's why I would never get any of these. Other than number 1.
That's how you can find someone who wants to buy them off you once they're graded.
He was after.
It's not worth the gamble. Yeah.
Yeah, number 7, and he said, "Well, will you guarantee me they'll come back at 9.8?" I said, "No, joking.
Not with CGC. You can't guarantee
Not with
anything.
CGC. No."
Are you kidding? I all but could have guaranteed that Spider-Man at least a 9.6.
Yeah, exactly.
At least a 9.6.
If I buy it out for you 10 quid and then you get it graded for 40 quid, will you guarantee me it gets a 9.8? I said, "No, go away. Go and buy a 9.8.
Go away."
There's some great covers, but unfortunately, these things there's so many of them. Even though this is now the longest running independent comic ever, after it went beyond Cerebus, which went to 300. This is now beyond 300. Although you could claim that Dave Sim was involved in every single issue of the 300 Cerebus, whereas Todd McFarlane was not involved in every one of these.
But Eric Larson has been involved in all 300 plus issues of Savage Dragon.
Well, there you go. Yeah, okay, I agree with that.
Has it gone over 300 now, Savage Dragon? Someone told me it hadn't gone over 300 yet.
It's either right at it or just crossed it. I thought it cleared it like a couple months ago.
So maybe the only other one that might be worth grading is this one, which is number 9.
Angela.
I've had several of those go through my hands and didn't care, and now all of a sudden it's a big deal. Now I don't have one. So
this is the one that caused all the problems between Neil Gaiman and Todd McFarlane. Todd McFarlane all about creator rights, but when it comes down to other people's creator rights, not his, there seems to be an issue.
Yeah, amazing how that works, right?
Yeah, it's some interesting, that, isn't it? Was it? Yeah.
That'll tell you the difference between Neil Adams and Todd McFarlane.
This is a nice one. This is because I'm a Cerebus collector, so this is really nice to see, Cerebus on the front of Spawn. Oh, good colour.
It's a weird one, yeah.
Oh, I've got some Cerebus books you might want then, Mark.
I've got the lot.
You've got the True North books?
Yep, I have indeed.
You've got all the True North and everything like that?
All the True North. The only thing I haven't got from Cerebus is issue 1 non-counterfeit.
Nice.
So if you've got an issue 1 Cerebus non-counterfeit, Kyle, yeah.
Never had much interest in it. I've got the books. I've got a lot of Cerebus books, but never was.
Non-counterfeit, you say?
There's more counterfeits out there than originals. There's only like 2,000 running.
Cerebus number 1 was one of the first counterfeit comics.
Oh wow!
Yeah, I've had one in the past. Yeah.
And it's easy. It was easy enough to counterfeit, and it's counterfeit if it looks good and it's shiny and it's got gloss on it.
The counterfeit looks better than the original.
Yeah,
if it looks good, it's a counterfeit. So, but yeah, the later issues you get in the Spawn, you get into the 50s, 60s, 70s, and the print runs went down. And
I mean, they are good. They are good looking. I mean, I find them a bit samey.
You think how long that Spawn's been going for? You think it'd be a bigger sort of like hit than it is? You know, it's not like it's a huge amount of people collecting
you know,
it.
you'd think
It's not really in the public conscience.
Exactly. You'd think
Yeah.
it's been going for so
Figure
long.
when the movies and cartoons come out, and then they're going to do the movie again. It'll flash in the pan here and there, but
that
yeah,
movie's been on.
Movie
That
bombs
movie's,
pretty much. So
yeah, the second movie they talked about it's been in the works for years, isn't it?
and plus,
The
like Mark said, there's just so many of them. There's
Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, I bought these.
Oversaturated.
I had it on a pull. I had it on my pull list. You know, I'm old enough to have had this when it came out new, and I was pulling it. So this comic here, I'd have pulled this. I'd have put it in this Mylar with this. I can tell this because it's an old style Mylar.
Yeah, it's like crispy. That hard.
And you know, with a backing book. So that's been in there since I purchased it new 30 years ago. You know.
Now the Spawn cartoon series is amazing. It is.
You finished there, Mark?
Yeah, finished. Yeah.
All right.
Keep your clothes on, Roger.
You guys were mentioning Astonishing Tale, so I figured I'd show that run.
Oh, yeah.
Wallywood.
Doctor Doom and Kazar. Of course, the Doctor
I love
Doom.
this. I love this series.
First, me too. I thought it was really interesting, especially Doctor Doom, his perspective on things. Like he has his own internal problems and political strife and all this, you know.
Yeah. Now there is one Doom book on my. I should really put it on my want list for the year. Triumph and Torment, like Marvel graphic novel 38 or something.
Yeah.
I'm not a big
Emperor
Magnola
Doom.
art fan, but
There's Emperor Doom too.
I think these are great. I love this split thing across the.
Split covers, yeah.
So
And they're split vertically and horizontally.
Yeah.
I've got Emperor Doom. I'm talking about Triumph and Torment with him.
It's a very unusual mix of characters in that
he
book,
saves the soul of his mother.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That is such a good book.
Such a weird mix of characters, though. Doctor Doom and Kazar. What possible link?
I know, it's really odd.
And once you see later on what happens.
That one as well is the first appearance of Mockingbird.
Yeah. Barbara
Morse.
Norris.
Barbie.
Oh, Bobby Morse, isn't it?
Bobby Morse. Barbie Morse. Yeah, not Barbara.
That's the first appearance of Bobby. She's Mockingbird and Marvel Team Up 94.
Yeah, I don't even think she's named in there or anything. She's like Agent something or other. But
yeah, she's just an age. She's just an agent of.
But it's
Agent 19. She's 19. Sharon Carter's Agent 13.
Oh, she's not, okay. Gotcha.
That's the reference when Hawkeye's wife. Spoiler alert: when Hawkeye's wife flips over the watch in the end of the Hawkeye series.
Yeah.
That's the significance in 19 being on the back of the watch.
Oh, really nice. Bill Kane cover on this one here.
That's great. I love these.
Yeah, I like
One
this
of my
little bondage for you, Kyle, back there.
Maybe Saber Tigers. Oh yeah, Zubu. There. Zabu. There it is.
Zabu the Sabretooth.
Zabu.
Yeah, at this point, Kazar took over.
Yeah, where's Doom gone?
Yeah, Doom goes. Doom gets relegated.
Yeah.
And what's Doom's first solo book?
Marvel Superheroes 20?
20. Yep.
Right.
Anybody looking for it? I got it. That is one to have right there.
That's the third man thing.
Well, second, technically second, but that's got Neil Adams' Origin of Man thing in it.
Yep. That sure does. And he's on the cover of the next one with the really weird looking tiny head.
And that is the first.
That's the first cover. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Look at that head, though. I mean,
is that Mike? That's not Mike Plug. Who is that?
Yeah, I think it is Plug. No, I'm sorry, you're right. Rich Buckler.
Buckler. Okay, I thought it might have been Buckler or Barrett.
It does have kind of a Plug vibe to it, though.
Guys, the auction I've got tomorrow, it's got all of those. It's got the full run of those. Currently standing at 28 quid.
Cool.
Would you shut up, you bastard? Oh my God.
I won't
We
tell you how
all
much
know
I
you're
paid
going
for
to get
these,
that
but,
for less than $40. You can show them off later.
And I went and looked at them, and the first cover appearance of Man Thing is a 7.0.
All right. Well, there you go. Hey, I'm gonna stop calling you a bastard, though, Mark. All right. I promise I'll stop calling you a bastard. You pud
it's
sucker.
March, so you're,
You
You've got
pud
to put the
sucker.
work in. Carl. You've got to, I mean,
You
it's
pud
your
sucker.
time is
Oh,
up.
my God.
you've got to
I
get
am
in the
so
car
happy.
and drive to Felixstowe. You know,
Gemini.
Yeah. I am so happy that he gets these. I am so happy that he's able to find those.
That's the only one I've got.
But
of
there
that,
is
Roger.
a hint of
I've got that one,
professionality.
here?
because I wish
That's the
I
one
could
I've got.
find-
Yeah, I think that's the one I've got. Yeah.
See,
I
these,
wish I could find deals like that.
I got these when I worked at the shop. Nobody wanted these.
they're great.
And they were like $1 half off. I got them for like 35 cents. You know.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, you know. So nobody wanted them. Nobody. This is I think this is a Mark Jewelers and a
Wow.
and a Menon insert. Let me see.
Oh, I didn't even check the ones today for Mark Jewelers.
Yeah.
I never really pay attention to Mark Jewelers. I know I've got
A lot
some.
A lot of times
Well,
I say don't look for them there, but honestly, if you're anywhere near a military base, look for them.
Yeah, this is the cardboard version, the earlier ones.
Yeah.
I know we got a lot of military bases in the UK, Kyle. So we do get
Yeah.
Mark Jewelers over here.
Anywhere,
They did have them in the
anywhere near a
UK.
military base, yeah, you'll have
Yeah, they
them.
did
You'll
have
have them
them.
pop up there.
I know I've got Mark Jeweler issues, but I don't I look at them and I'm Mark Jewelers, whatever. And just carry on reading. You know, it's not something I look like make a.
You need to make note of it. They're about,
I like that.
depending on the issue, they can have a big effect.
First
Yeah,
Colossus.
it's
I
crazy.
think.
It's a living Colossus.
Or
Most
was he
people would
like-
want to.
Was he a Marvel monster in the 50s or something?
No, that's the first
He was in
Living
the
Colossus.
original Tales of Suspense. It was one
Yeah.
of Kirby's monsters.
Was called something else. That's
Called
the first
something else,
hit
yeah,
in the
probably
living
prototype.
Colossus. Yeah, they're a
And here's
prototype.
Granitor.
But with a lot of them overseas Mark Jewelers, people just rip them out of there and they tear up the condition of the comic. You'll find staples where they're strained, where they're pulled out. So
Yeah, I have a few that have the star stamp, but no Mark Jewelers, so I know they were pulled out.
Oh,
What is IT? Is it internet technology in it? The different Colossus? Is it internet technology or something?
Oh, what's the significance of that?
Second Fin Fan Fu?
Yep.
Third?
Second or third or
Second or
first
third?
modern,
Whatever.
first Bronze Age, whatever. But
Okay, so Fing Fang Foom
That
doesn't originate in 4 comics then.
no, he was one of he came out in what was it? Strange Tales like 77
Strange Tales,
or
I
something.
think, yeah. Here's one of my
Um,
favorite characters of all time. Deathlock the Demolisher, as Ray would say. Demolisher.
Demolisher.
This is one of the very first comics I've ever bought in my life. 1974.
It's the first comic you bought, so you want to just give it to me? Give it to me. Give it to me.
Nope. And this is
Give
the
me the
original
first
one,
comic
too.
you ever bought.
This
Give
is
me the
actual
original
comic
first
right here.
comic. Yeah, when Ray showed his first comic,
is
that
that
he
the
bought,
actual one, Roger?
I
Is
just-
that the actual
Excuse me?
one? Is that the actual one?
Yeah, this is it. Right here.
Yeah,
Wow.
I
How
love
many-
that.
How many
I-
times have you read it, do you think?
Twice.
30 times, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah, that's my spiel on here. I want to get everybody's first comic that they still have. So
Well, unfortunately, my Hulk 180 and 181 are not my first because of that story I said about the guy taking it from me and never returning it. But I got better copies than I had. Mine had the stamps cut out, and these were.
I don't have it. My original, the reprint of the first Guardian, 29.
That crossbow.
They had to take out 4 pages.
He takes out some guy with a crossbow. It literally goes right through him.
Nice.
There you go.
I mean, you see the blood splatter. I mean, that.
They don't call him the Demolisher for nothing.
Let me just finish off the run here, and then I'll go on to the next guy.
But yeah, I don't have any of the original books I had from my
That's
original.
too bad, Kyle, man. That's too bad. That sucks.
I mean, hell, when I was going around the world, I couldn't keep up with it. I'm on my 3rd collection. I have very few. I have very few comics left from my 2nd collection. I probably
Keep
have.
away. Keep trading.
I probably have like 200 or 300 comics from my second collection that's rolled into my third collection here.
Of course, I have the 30-cent variants of these, of course.
Of course.
But why don't I have them? Huh?
You already got one. You already got one. All right. And
I don't want one. I want them all. Give them all to
you
me.
already got one, and I traded you one of my 35 centers, so you're good.
No, I am not a completionist. I smile. I go, I have one. I'm good. One's good. One's good with me.
Yeah,
Just
you got
have
a
it.
sample of them.
Just like a bell bag. I just want one. Don't
I'll
need
get to that
be
bell
greedy.
bag. No worries.
Yeah.
Trying to get volume 1 and 2 of Supergirl.
Oh, nice.
So
That's
this
nice.
is number 2 from Supergirl, volume 1.
That's really
I
nice.
think I'd go a little crazy if I was a completionist like you and Gray. I couldn't do it. I mean, I'm
Number
just
3.
dragging my feet on my Defenders run.
Well, nowadays it'd be difficult, but if you started way back when, it wouldn't be too bad.
Oh, I like these, Gray. I've not seen these.
Yeah, these are really
Yeah,
nice.
this is cool.
Wanted all of them. At some point in time, I probably owned every issue of the Defenders.
Number 5. See how the little cry there?
Oh.
I don't know. It's a good problem to have when the hardest to get Defenders book I need now is like giant size 3.
Well, somebody loves her.
Supergirl stolen kisses will cost lives. Supergirl sparks a deadly street war in the Gang Lords.
Yeah, I got that one too. That's cool. Do you have the Prez issue?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. It's the last one, isn't it? Is it the last one?
Yeah, last one. Yeah.
Super Amazon.
I know. I got all these out of a quarter bin so long ago. I remember.
Supergirl, don't drop me.
There it is. Yeah.
I have my orders, Prez.
That's his only, I think, crossover. I think other than his own
Yeah,
title.
I'm going to say, I've never seen him in anything else.
No.
Prez
No.
one.
But nearly finished.
At least
my-
not
And that's
until
the
maybe
one that
much later
came-
on,
that's-
maybe 21st century. But
That's the clothes, the hippie clothes that came to life as a person, right?
Volume 2.
there she is with the hot shorts. Yeah,
I prefer the original ones.
They are
like the original.
Lunchtime appearance.
I keep looking at these because again, I can't get Romeo on the show, but I want one of those guys to tell the story of how they'd sneak stuff in there. They'd
Oh, you mean
sneak.
like Vern when he would put like in the corner like little dirty words and things?
Well, yeah, but for years, they did a camel toe thing. For
Oh, that's
years,
right. That's true.
just
That's
trying
true.
to get. I mean, that went on for like a decade.
That's true. Yeah.
When he tells that story, he's like, we just tee-hee-hee like little kids when we got a camel toe on the cover.
Yeah, they got away with a lot of stuff.
Like, oh my God.
Shocking.
Or they shade around the areola on the nipple and see if they could get away with it.
You gotta get some invisible tape, Gray. Hiding the logos there, man.
Yeah. Reactron.
Yeah.
The new Doom Patrol.
Oh yeah. Forgot they were in there.
Right, don't tell
Speaking of the
anybody.
new Doom Patrol, I just sent my Showcase 94 up.
Next time we have a Slinger's Choice, I'm getting people being put in test tubes as my theme.
Yeah.
I've got quite a few of them so far. So
Yeah.
this
I
is one of
can
them.
only think of 3 or 4, but Adam has one. I know that.
Yeah, exactly.
Ant-Man has one in Marvel feature.
And, yeah.
Man, I know of
Has a what?
This is Gil
That
Kane,
has
isn't it? Yeah,
that has
Gil
a
Kane.
what to it? Ant-Man has a what on Marvel?
test
feature?
tube. They put it
Oh,
in
the
a
test tube, yeah.
They call them test tubes.
The egghead test tube.
What is that on her breasts there?
Bit of shadowing, that's all.
No.
Weird, isn't it?
I can tell
Somebody
you,
painted that in there.
You know what that is. That's what I'm talking about.
Out.
That's what I'm talking about. Gil Kane tried to sneak in some nipples, and they shaded them over.
This one was Infantino, according to the
Hey, who's that? Who's that on the cover?
Ambush Bug.
Who?
Ambush
It's
Bug.
Ambush Bill. And now that I got you guys on here, what the hell do you think of that little thing that I pulled off for us, huh?
Yeah, you did a good job there, Carl. That's
I
really
think you
great.
should have told us what you
All
was
right.
asking us the question about, so I know that I was getting to draw a picture as somebody, so I could have chosen someone I liked instead of just someone who's got good powers, which is what you asked. So,
Who would you have
Kyle.
picked then? Who would you have picked?
Blue Beetle or Demon, not bloody Molecule Man.
You do look pretty cool as Molecule Man.
Yeah, I
though.
know.
You do
No,
look
it was
rather
though.
cool.
Just like
You
Thanos.
do.
isn't
You have
it?
the little lightning bolts on
Yeah.
the cheeks and everything. Oh, man.
He couldn't put he didn't want to put them on the cheeks because it'd take away from his beard.
Ah.
So it's kind of small and things like that. So I'm gonna let the cat out of the bag here in a second, since they're coming to me soon enough. We're getting prints of that. You're going to get an autographed copy from the artist of an individual print of your character.
That's fantastic.
Cool.
I really
Very
like.
cool.
I really like that, Kyle. That's really good.
Super DC Giant.
So sometime
Ooh,
when I get
nice
those,
one,
I'm going to put them in a marked package. And then, Mark, you get it to Nebs and Graham, and I got to get one down to Bill. But
Are these
Shop's
like all the
doing-
Supergirl series in that box?
Yeah. Well, no, I've got the 90s. I've got the full run of the 90s Supergirl series.
I was debating on keeping that a surprise, but I'll get Bill's down to his, and
Let's stuff
get
a few
Bill
more.
down
I'm
to
doing that
his.
otherwise. So I've got Murder Falcon randomly in this box as well. This is such a hodgepodge of
Murder
comics
Falcon.
in.
Who the hell?
Yeah, Murder
But-
Falcon.
Hey, now
He
I
uses
was
the power of heavy metal to summon up the Murder Falcon,
there. You go.
basically.
I was very specific when I asked that question.
Ooh, one eye
That's a
cover.
vagina.
Yeah, vagina cover.
Ray,
Pink eye
Ray's got
cover.
quite an eye for what the stuff he likes, you know, like what I cover. That's not more.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But I was very specific when I asked that question. If you could be one superhero or supervillain, who would it be?
Exactly. So I went for the character that had the most power, the character who was powerful. You didn't say if you were drawn as a supervillain or superhero, who would you
Well,
choose?
see, now I didn't want to kill the surprise there when I hit you guys.
It don't matter anyway. So hardly important. That's
You do look cool as Molecule
Yeah.
Man, though.
And then,
by someone.
I mean, he's an elementary school teacher, so one Wednesday when school's out, I want to have him on the show so he can take a bow.
He's very good. He's very good at what he does. I
He
thought
must
they
be
were
quite
brilliant.
quick as well. He's knocking them out of nobody's business. Isn't he? I've seen pictures of him posting up all over the place. He's like,
But Gray, you
prolific.
can't affect organic matter, right? Isn't that like one of his weaknesses, or is that like
Possibly,
a mental
possibly.
block
I don't
or
know. You
something?
can pretty much do
Yeah, anything with
for-
anything with matter and energy, I think, but not
Mm.
for whatever reason, not biological stuff. Which doesn't make
what is
sense
my-
because it's all made up of the same.
No, it's
Oh, now
ethical.
we're talking.
It's ethics. So
I only
there's
Midnight Tales, I'm afraid.
ethical control over his
I love
powers.
that one. That one is just so funny. The sub is like fell in love with the shark, fell in love with the sub.
Oh
It's
yeah, I
just
love
like-
that cover. I
Okay,
love,
Uncle Slovis. So what do we do when
I
he
love
finds
that
out?
I
That's
love it.
brilliant. What number's that? Midnight Tales. What? I love that.
17.
Yeah,
I'm
There's
trying
a-
to get
there's
all
a-
of these. They're all
there's a
fun
modern
covers.
reprint of that one too.
Is there?
I think this is the one. I think I was thinking of doing it for one of my Patreon videos, or maybe just a general video. I think this is the one that's got the linking device between the stories of a guy standing on a ledge about to jump, commit suicide. I think it's this one. Do you remember that one, Rog?
I remember the story, but I don't remember if it's that one. Yeah,
There's like a link. Yeah, I've only got two. So it's either one I got.
I have that issue. I'll give it a read.
Yeah, I think it's that one. It's just
I think you're right. But I'm not sure.
Really crazy linking device, and spoilers at the end. The guy on the ledge flies off.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Roger,
Okay.
serious question,
That's
Roger.
weird. So,
Yeah.
some more.
Do you have the entire Charlton Library?
No, I do not have the entire Charlton Library. I'm not even close.
What do you mean not even close?
Dude, there must be
Old
10,000
Lady
of
Harley.
them.
Ooh, I like that.
I mean, they had all those romance titles that ran for years and years and years, and funny animals and horror from back in the 50s. I mean, they had so many titles.
Yeah, I mean, I just figured that'd be, if you're a completionist, I figured you'd go for it. Is that one of them Neil Adams special covers? I got one of them Harley Neal Adams special ones.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't mind having it, but I mean, I'm also a realist and a cheapskate, which is a really bad kind of combination when you're a completist. So,
yeah, it's hard.
What you need to learn to do, Roger, is trade.
I have done that with
Trade.
That means
I have
getting
done
rid of
that
stuff
with
that he wants.
Rayman. I've done that with you.
Trade.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. It's just bullwhip Griffin. You just need to trade, and you can do things like that.
People
Right,
are just
right.
inventing names.
That's
now.
what I have done.
The
Flying
Rider.
Days Rage Rider.
Range Rider.
Hey, Rayman's got such an eclectic
Medieval
collection,
Empire.
man. It's like nobody else's.
And you boom.
There's a Charlton.
Charlton right
Daniel
there.
Boone.
Daniel Boone, not Daniel
All right,
Boone. but
my
Daniel
guess
Boone.
is
Yeah,
1958.
Daniel Boone.
Daniel.
1956. Number 10.
56? That's a 56 Charlton?
That's a
Yep.
56 Charlton.
Yeah, that triangle was from
I
the
would have thought it would have been 58.
Don't breathe on it.
59. There's triangles. Well, there's triangles that go up there into 61.
Yep.
Like I traded you one of my 61
Yep,
triangles.
sure did.
But
Hey,
I
Ranger, how you doing, buddy?
honestly, you got a 56. They started
Ranger Slides
55, 56.
50,
He'll
I
love
think
this
55.
cover.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Straight arrow,
that 56 Daniel Boone is a hard get there, buddy.
There is. Those are
So-
beautiful. Those straight arrow covers are.
That's really nice cover.
1956.
Yeah, they're
Very
all
nice.
really nice. I have had a few. Yeah.
Dude, you are just whipping out like the old Charlton, like the
Cisco
old Charlton.
kid, he was a friend of
So,
mine.
yeah.
Remember that song?
So Roger, you're saying, yeah, they're hard to get. Look at Ray just pulling them out. Yeah, I got
Well,
them. Like,
19
For Ray,
52.
nothing is impossible, my friend.
Here you go.
Oh yeah, I hated when they had that
Rocky
band.
Lane,
up
that's
top,
like
though.
1960, isn't it?
1959.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Oh,
banner
by
was
the way,
69 and-
Rocky Lane was another one of those cowboys on there. So
Yep.
now I've got 5 of the 6 of my Western Roundup covers.
Yeah, there's an
Okay.
Atlas.
Oh, I don't even like Westerns, but man, do I love old Atlas.
Yeah, I think that's a Manili cover.
1957. No, John Siberian.
Oh, Severin.
Severin.
Severian. He got
Severian,
something that awesome. He
Severin,
doesn't even know
whatever.
John Severin. Oh my God.
Rocky Lane.
And
Rocky
where did
Lane.
him and his sister come from to do that? Where did him
Marie?
and Marie come from? Where were him and Marie working
see-
right before they went to Atlas?
We never had these Western comics really because
No.
in the when you guys were still primitives, we were we were taking over the globe with the British Empire.
They started. The Severin started in the EC.
You know, we
bullpen.
were a bit more civilized by then. We discovered, you know, we had Darwin, and we sort of worked out what was going on, and
Yeah. Right
we
before
didn't do sort
EC
of,
folded.
cowboys and Indians anymore. You know,
Right before EC folded, John Severin went into the bullpen and they hired Marie as a colorist.
Oh, okay.
So they rolled right from when EC folded, they folded right into Atlas.
right? How politically
Yeah.
correct is that one?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Jesse James.
There's so many like stories of like white men joining Indian tribes,
Yeah.
though, isn't there?
Yeah.
It's like,
Is
Down
that issue
under
number
fire.
1?
What?
That's issue number 1, isn't it?
No, number
26.
26. 26 from 1956.
Oh, I see the glare coming up there. That's the Canadian print too. So
Scourge of the Border. Black
Diamond.
Western.
there is that 55 or 56?
52.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that's
not
not-
Charlton. See,
that's
the glare
Gleason.
the glare had me thinking that was Charlton in the
No,
corner.
Lev Gleason. Yeah, I can tell by that stripe under the banner there.
Yeah, when the glare hit that, I thought, well, shit, he may have one of the original.
Now
Rex
that is a
Wonder Dog.
tough title to collect right there. Rex the Wonder Dog. Really tough to find that title.
But not for Ray, because he finds them in all
Well,
the flea markets.
Listen, everything I say, just assume Ray does not fit into that paradigm. Okay.
Ajax can smoke trail.
Let's go, man. This is just what I expected. With
I've had a lot of westerns, but I'm
This
just
is the land of
not a
danger.
western fan.
Ajax, man.
But that's because Cowboy Bob tried to marry my
Oh,
mom. so-
remainder copy.
Ugh,
Flash LaRue.
I hate seeing remaindered copies.
Yeah.
That's
I've
what
got
my
a
old first
Charleston
sergeant
one.
was called. My old first sergeant's nickname is Lash because his last name's LaRue.
There's the modern
Okay.
reprint. Yep.
Yeah.
I have a
Got some
full set
modern
of
now.
those. Yeah, it's very tough to title. I mean, I've only seen like 2 or 3 out in the wild.
Billy the Kid. That's a
Rough,
high angled
tough.
one.
Unbeatable.
57 on that one, Ray?
High angle.
59.
59.
Yeah, high angle's a little bit later. Yeah. It's more like a isosceles triangle. Oh, there we have a
Oh yeah.
the shingle covers. That's what I call them, because they got the lamppost with the shingle. Those are skywalls.
Skywald, yeah. Skywald.
You know who the 2 people involved with skywalls? Kyle?
Yeah,
Martin Goodman and
Nope.
it wasn't Martin. Who was it? You sure it wasn't Goodman? Okay, who was it?
Saul Brodsky was one. Irving Waldman was the other one.
Waldman. Okay, but it was Brodsky that came over from Marvel and did that, and then
Yeah.
they stuck him back in.
Those Scalp Hunter stories are so good. I found a few of those lately. Man, they're good.
And again, I mean, this is kind of one of my parallel truths because I always consider Skywald Marvel because of things I've read through history. Is that I'm 95% sure, even though technically it wasn't a Marvel, that was one of those gangster imprints that was in house.
Probably. Could be. Not
I'm
probably.
like 95% sure because that's why Brodsky was there. That's why I always call Skywald Marvel, and people correct me, and I'm like, I'm telling you, I've seen stuff with.
What year is that from? That's like
I would-
62, 63, somewhere in there.
64.
I always screw up Goodman because he's the one that did the Atlas Seaboard.
He did the Atlas Seaboard.
Kind of thumb his nose at it.
And he was the original Marvel.
But and again, it's the same imprint, the same printing presses, the same gangsters he was working with.
Right.
It's
How
all
many
under
comics
their
have you got?
umbrella. And
Same
Skywald was the
gangsters.
same way. Skywald was the Curtis. If it's got the CC on it, it's a Marvel.
Right.
It's a Marvel. Even
how many
Skywald
comics?
has the CC
How
on
many
it.
comics?
Well, their
have you got?
distribution arm.
How many do I have in this box?
No, how many comics do you have altogether?
90 boxes.
Yeah.
90 boxes.
90
Wow.
boxes. That's just in this room.
Are they all in that room, or do you have some in other rooms?
No. I got more in the other. I got like 3 other rooms. And that closet's got like 4 boxes in there. I got this here. It's full of books. I mean, they're all over the house.
Yeah.
You should start collecting, Ray.
I should not collect.
What did your wife think?
Hey, colorless.
Hey, there you go. Ray, I have a good idea for you. Money making venture, right? You rent out a room, your comic room, to comic collectors like a bed and breakfast. and they it's like you call it the comics library. You can read all you want for 24 hours.
Yeah.
You know, charge $150. You'll make a mint.
That's a great idea.
I'll go.
Red Rider.
Red Rider.
How many Western titles did you have back in the day? Millions of them.
Now then.
I've got one Billy the Kid comic. I think you've shown it before when you've been
Got
down for the
several
Billy
too,
the
yeah. I
Kids.
don't have that many. Night Tiger just found a whole bunch of them at the con we were at Sunday. Those later ones are not easy to find.
He seems to spend a fortune on comics, old blinking Night Tiger.
Yeah, but he gets
He's got a
he gets good
collection.
deals, but he does spend a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a good collection.
Oh, and that
Yes.
room of his. Oh, man,
I can
tell you.
imagine.
And there's boxes. He has like Ray. He has another like, and by the kitchen he has got a little foyer, and that's full top to bottom with comics as well.
Nice.
Sly wants to stay over at your house, Ray.
Yeah, me too.
As long as it's got continental breakfast.
If Ray
as part
lived
of the
closer,
deal.
I'd be driving up there, once a month just to get some reading in.
Mm. Don't take any tea with you because you'll be forced to throw it into the bay if you do.
Yeah, he's a tea party guy, so be careful.
Yeah. He's pet
Buzzard
vultures.
covers. How about buzzard covers? That would work.
Don Diablo and his pet vultures.
Ray would kill us on the buzzard covers. It's got all those old
No, I don't
buzzards
want to
in
play
the desert.
Buzzard. Thanks very much.
I've got a great one from Superman. This character's got. It's called. I think it's Murder Buzzard. My murder buzzard will get Superman or something like that. It's some kind of weird alien buzzard.
We gotta do train covers.
Train covers. We
done
did
train
that
covers
already,
before.
but we can do it again.
We have done train
Oh,
covers.
you did it already?
Yeah.
Ah, all right. We'll think
Guess who
about
won?
The wrong person, I'm guessing.
Depends on your perspective. Opinions differ.
You missed it, Sly. I showed off the book that you sent me earlier on. That's the one
Hey,
I've got.
Marlar Madness.
I think that's the one I've got. Yeah, that's the one I've got. I
That's the
believe.
category I was thinking about, like
That's gunfighters. I think I've got that
inclement
one.
weather
So-
covers.
Oh, gunfighters. and I've got
Ranger
really
Slide.
cool-
There are 90 boxes in there, mate. So if you get to sleep in that overnight, it might
Yeah.
take you a long time to find.
You probably
a
won't sleep.
Yeah.
Just have coffee, and
Yeah.
you'll be okay. I promised. Ooh, nice. Yeah.
Yarns of the
That's
Yellowstone.
Now is that Australian? Because what did it say? 50.
50 cents.
50 cents.
Yellowstone Australia. I've never seen that before.
Is that an oversize?
It's got to be for 50 cents. Could you
Turn
look
it-
inside there,
turn
Ray?
it
See who
side.
published that? Because I've never seen that before. I've never
What
heard
company
that.
was it even?
50 cents. That's so weird for that era.
That's a geezer cover, isn't it?
That's the back.
Old Faithful, yeah, geezer cover.
Faithful.
My guess is that's a reprint because it's not real thick.
Copyright 1972.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
What company is it? Did it say what company it is?
Look at the back cover, Ray. See if the inside back cover says anything.
It's not a tourist board comic, is it, or something? They're trying to get you to come to Yellowstone.
It might be. It might be produced from the people there at the park.
Yeah, maybe.
Yellowstone Lake. Yeah. That's interesting.
Steamboat on the Lake. IW.
No, that's not an IW reprint. No, it's not, because it would have a Super Comics or an IW in the corner.
Who's IW? I've heard of them.
Irving Waldman.
Okay.
Yeah, he did those unauthorized reprints from when he bought that printing shop.
The tourist,
Right.
thing.
Yeah,
Very
that's a
interesting.
very, very interesting comic you have there, Ray. I've never heard of it before. Never seen one like it.
No? Hey, guess what, Roger? I'll put it in your pile.
Yeah. Well, Ray, I was going to ask, but try to be gentle about it.
I'll put it in your pile, Roger.
Thanks, buddy.
No problem.
Okay, guys, I'm off to bed.
All right, Mark. Good luck
Bye,
tomorrow
Mark.
at that auction.
Bye, Mark.
Yeah, I got to get off in about 20 minutes myself because my wife
Right.
got work
Somebody
to do.
else want to go?
I got 20 minutes, so no rush.
You want to go, Kyle? You still there?
Kyle is he's in the loo.
No,
Oh,
I had to go check on the cat, so it didn't wake up the wife. I'm sitting here reading in
Smelling
1946. This is my favorite Billy the Kid.
Nice. Billionaire.
This is my second Golden Age comic I ever bought. So, sorry, honey. I thought she would have come out there. Cat woke up my wife. I didn't want to wake her up. Since I gave away the first Golden Age comic I ever bought.
Really good master.
But this is my favorite. And I'm actually going to put this elsewhere. All right, hold on. Cat's out. Cat, you are not going back in there. Oh, she is going back in there if I stand up. Cat woke up my wife. I have my water damage book separated, even though this is real superficial damage, so I may put this back in my regular books. But this is the second Golden Age comic book I ever bought. And the oldest one's still in there, so nice Captain Marvel ads and stuff like that.
Oh.
But once I started going through this, I realized, hey, this is in really good shape on the inside.
Yeah, nice color stripes in there. Yeah.
Too bad Mark still ain't around for that, so.
Well, maybe he'll catch the replay.
Billy the Kid should be a cartoon goat, though, surely.
I am having the most fun just smelling these.
Cartoon goat, Billy the Kid should be.
I'm just having so much fun smelling these old books.
You swallowed the tea on me again. Oh, there, Gray.
Yes, Cat, come be curious. But Toby's Ark, those are fun. I'm going to move that one. So let's see what I got there. Hey, T-Man.
Ooh, Treasury Man.
T-Man.
Nice.
How about some Dennis the Menace from Halden?
Yeah, he went through what? Halden, Pines.
Pines, yeah. I got a Pines over there, too.
Fawcett, too. I mean,
Straight Arrow. Emmy. Cat. There's something going on with that cat. She is just so noisy. She's done woke her up. And I really hate having this one over there because I need to have this soaked, cleaned, and pressed. But El Hombre, Harana.
Is it water stained?
Spider-Man, yeah, it got real wet. So I got that behind it. So I don't want to get rid of it. The rest of them I got with the series aren't all damaged like that.
I put one of my comics in a water paddle tonight when I was cooking.
You could if you soak it in distilled water and press it between two plates of glass. Yeah.
This one really needs a good clean, but look at that.
Young Love.
Wow.
Nice issue of Young Love there.
Who does that cover there?
Not a clue.
No, okay. It's really
faces almost look like Ogden Whitney.
Kind of does, yeah, doesn't it? Yeah.
That kind of looks like Ogden Whitney to me. So pride.
About 3 issues.
I just got this one.
Ghost Rider.
I just got this one from Bobby Delgado. But it's got some rust going on there, and I don't want it to.
What the hell's happening with olive oil? Is that olive oil?
Huh?
Is that olive oil on there? Why's she got hairy forearms?
No, that's Sea Hag.
Oh, okay. The witch.
That's
like love with Popeye. And...
I actually need to take these away from my water damage ones. They're old beaters, but here's one you really don't see very often.
Oh, you're right. Sparkling
Stars, number 19.
Wow. Yeah. Really rare title.
And then a Charlton that's next to impossible to find. I don't know. I have never seen a second copy of this, and I'm going to be shocked if you have this one, Roger.
Mm-hmm. I do have a Cartoon Carnival, but not that one.
These are just, they're not as old as most or things like that, but they don't pop up.
And mine is falling apart. So
that is actually good. I don't even know why I put that in here. This it's got a sub crease down the middle, but there's no water damage on. I think there must be rust on the staple because that's one. I don't want that rust moving around, so I keep it in a certain bin. So here, so I'll wrap up. I won't show a lot of the same ones again. Let me just pull out some biggies here. Random big ones just because. Just because. Okay, yeah, there it is. Just because.
Abraham.
Why am I showing this? Because of that right
Abraham
Joe
Stone.
Cooper.
Oh, Joe
All
Cooper.
right.
There's
I've
a
never
Nice.
seen that comic before. Abraham Stone.
Joe Kubert autograph.
No.
Yeah, there's 2 issues to it. There's the first issue, which this one's signed on the interior. This one's signed, and this one's signed on the exterior. And then
Nice.
that's the number 1 where it's not signed.
Is that like there's
How
no
much?
comics code on there, so is that like an epic or something?
Yeah, it's like one of the big epic deals.
Oh, okay. All right.
How much art did Joe Kubert do for Marvel? Because I think every time it's in a Joe Kubert cover, it's always on the DC book.
Yeah, not that much, I don't think.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
much.
Not that
Jet
much.
Ace is number 1. I need to figure out if I want to put these with my date stamps. There's my 1955 date stamp. I don't know if I want to keep it war books, date stamps, but Jet Ace is number 1.
That's a good idea, actually, Kyle. To keep all the date
I just-
stamps
I-
together.
Can't decide what I'm doing. I got most of my date stamps together. True Aviation Picture Stories, number 9.
Cool. I saw one of those at the con. Yeah, cool. Not that issue, but that title.
True Comics. And again, I kind of want to keep these in pre-World War II or during World War II, because this is a wartime book. So I want to keep them together, separated. But yeah, number 34 of that. But that's an actual wartime book. Atlas in late 50s. Charlton. War at Sea.
Oh, nice. Like it.
Our Army at War, 74.
Cool.
Let's see. I always love showing this one. Men of Action. Our Fighting Men of Action, number 2.
Yeah, I have the
Nice.
IW reprint of that one. Yeah.
Then this is one I could talk to Tom Warzakowski about all day long. GI Combat 17. And it's the quality. The
Ooh.
quality issues on these are
3DC. Yeah.
hard to find. These are hard to find.
Yeah. Yeah, it was what? GI Combat. There was a romance title, Black Hawk.
Tell it to the Marine.
Well, you got to keep that one.
Yeah, I got a whole stack of Marines ones here. I always love showing this one off too. Yanks in Battle, number 1. Sticking in the Brit's
Nice.
face. Yanks in Battle, number 1. There's a With the Marines photo and art cover.
Cool.
This is, I like the Eagle Globe and Anchor. This is a Toby press here.
Yeah, Toby. Nice.
War Heroes. I think this is issue 6 from Ace Comics.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I got up to like 120 or 100 or more than 100 distributors when I was figuring. Yeah, Fighting Marines, late 50s, Charlton there.
You know why some of those have approved comics on that price area there? I never could figure that out.
Just catering.
Okay.
Just catering. There's another Fighting Marines. And then just for fun, let's get into the 12 centers. There's a fun Fighting Marines.
Hey, chicken, I found.
And then a 25-cent Fighting Marines.
Oh yeah.
Ooh,
I didn't know Marines wore their uniforms.
That's
Big Nazi logo. Whoa.
Big Nazi logo. And then this will look familiar to you, Roger, because I'm pretty sure I came off one to you. One of the last issues of the whole.
I don't think I have that one. No.
Yeah, this is either the third, second, or first of the last issues.
Yeah.
Like this is
I
one of
I
the
did get
very
that Punch You in the Crow from you. I remember
Yeah.
the 75 center. And I found actually the previous issue on Sunday. So now I got Punching the Crow, the last
Classic Vietnam image.
Oh,
What is
yeah.
that called
Oh, yeah.
when they do that? Anybody know what
Immolation.
that's called?
Self-immolation.
Emulation, yeah.
Immaculation.
Hmm.
Yep. And then, hey, the new Blackhawk. Cat,
There it
you are
is.
making everybody crazy. If you're hungry, go down and eat.
Yep, that was another quality comics that DC purchased back then.
Yep. And then, there was one. Star Spangled War.
Firing squad cover.
Fighting Navy Charlton.
There's a Legion firing squad cover too.
Ooh, like that.
Yeah, a little Cubert. Special issue, GI Combat 140. The face of it. What's the special? I can't remember what that one was, but yeah, fun little GI Combat. But one more gets it. Oh, Dinosaurs Eating Tanks cover.
I got that one.
Cool.
I got that one.
That's like a Star Spangled War story there.
Yeah.
First full-length mission, the new GI Combat Soldiers of Fortune.
Oh yeah.
Mercenaries.
Cool.
See that one before? I've got
Mercenaries, and then I have the final issue.
Cool.
Newsstand
a Hunty Tank.
and direct.
Nice.
Men of War. Our Army at War 134.
Walls closing in cover.
198.
Sergeant Rock.
Oh, let's
Was
see.
it Sergeant Rock took over our Army at War, was it?
Gee, would this fit in an anachronistic? Joan of Arc going into
Rock.
World War II?
Sure.
That's mildly anachronistic.
Or that's like her ghost or something. But.
Who is the man behind the rock? That's the last of that run series. And then one. Now, see, Bill always shows his, but I have to cover this one so I don't show the clown penis. Showcase OSS clown penis. No, that'd be covered.
They put the word bubble strategically right at the crotch section.
So Weird War, Jungle War stories, War Stories Combat, and then I need to put this with my actual signed print that I have from George Evans.
Oh.
George Evans went from EC to Air War Stories at Dell. I have a print that is almost identical to that, yeah. But
yeah, biplane, triplane, wow.
Yeah, Cat, you are just gonna make everybody nuts. She ran down there and ate. Now she's gonna get up and just not shut up. She's like, I want attention. Okay, that's me and all the books I'm showing today. So.
All right. So I just got a few things. I got about 7 or 8 minutes. So let's talk about Red Wolf. Gil Kane cover, Ray.
Yeah.
I know you have a lot of this title, Ray. So.
I'm missing.
I have a Red Wolf hanging on my wall right there.
Ooh. Yeah, I really enjoyed the earlier run in the series, and then inexplicably they just went to like a modern times thing. This cover here,
love that cover.
Isn't that spectacular?
Yeah, it is.
Red Wolf and Lobo down there, and you got this guy hovering over him. Red Sky,
Fast John Silver.
You got little KKK kind of quasi KKK people, and then here he went. Not hit. It's a different character, but same name here, Red Wolf, but in the 20th century.
Like a legacy character, isn't
Yeah, it's like his descendant or something.
he? Did he become like having some magic power as well?
Yeah, he had like
mystical kind of power.
He had like he could commune with the spirits and have some.
Did he have a crow as well? Wasn't there a Native American character had a crow as well? That he could see through the eyes of the crow.
Yeah,
was that him or was that someone else?
Yeah. Here you go, Ray. Here's what I thought of you.
One eye cover.
One eye cover.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I'm like making piles, you know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be stuck when that one comes up.
Have you
chosen
your
artist yet?
I had this one for like time travel, but it doesn't really show that. I mean, the story is, but not the cover. You know?
Have you chosen your artist yet for casting this, Rog?
What?
Have you chosen your artist for casting?
I'm not going to be on Saturday.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
I'm going out of town on Saturday.
That's right. Yeah.
Right, I actually did have 5 already picked out from before, but anyway. Here's Kona. Remember, who was it? Kyle that showed Toka, and here's Kona.
How many jungle people are there?
Oh, please! You know, if you count Kona, you count Brothers of the Spear. All those guys. There's tons of them.
There's a lot.
Here's one, Kyle. I guess he's not here. Oh, here, Kyle. This one you'd like here.
Who's on a TV show? What about a TV show?
Yeah.
There's a Jungle Boy on a TV show. I remember an advert in. No, it was a Wonka or something like that. I'm sure it would be. One of my videos I did, I showed the advert for it. So I was. Oh, I can't remember what's called. His name was there. There was a TV show of him in America.
Oswald, Andy Panda, Woody Woodpecker.
Nice.
Oswald's our cat's name.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Oswald. House of Secrets.
This I have as like only kids cover, you know, because there's.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't think the devil's a kid.
Well, it's a shadow, you know.
Yeah.
Who knows if I'll get away with that, you know? Here's some commandees. Look at the bizarre creature that thing.
That could be an only kids cover.
Could be. Yeah, it's true. Could be.
Commandee's a boy after all.
Yeah. It says right there, the last boy on Earth.
Exactly. Yeah.
Go to some Doc Savage.
Man of Bronze.
The Man of Bronze. He does have a great tan. You have to see that. Yeah. Look at that tan, Ray. Yeah. Nobody in Massachusetts has a tan like that, Ray.
Nope. Only in Florida.
Only in Florida. And Hawaii, maybe.
In Massachusetts, they're too busy swimming in the cranberry bogs. That's why.
Hey, Roger, blow me up real quick. Graham, I want to show Roger this real quick.
Yeah,
that's the artist
beautiful.
That did a lot of those covers. This is George Evans. He went from EC. He was an EC stable guy with Wally Wood and them, and then he went to. He did them Air War covers.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
That's what he's known for.
Gorgeous. That'd be hanging on my wall. Let me tell you.
I have too many. It's picked from this or Neil Adams or whatever, and I don't have room for it.
It's a good problem to have, right?
Is anyone printing Doc Savage at the moment in comic form? I have asked this before.
He was in so many formats. I mean, back in the pulps and the
DC
paperback.
had him, Marvel had him, DC had him.
Philip Jose Farmer did a lot of the novels. I enjoy this character quite a bit. The magazines were pretty good too, but
why was he bronze then? Just he was tan. Is that what it was? He was just very tan.
I guess, yeah, because it was skin color. Yeah.
The Night of the Monsters.
Yeah.
That who's the artist on that one? That looked familiar. That style.
This one here.
Yeah, it looked familiar.
That's Gil Kane there.
I would say the monster's face looked like.
Oh, that's Gil Kane too, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the other one. Yeah, that's what I was asking about. Yeah, Gil Kane.
Yeah, that's Gil Kane. Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah. And my last two before I abscond from your stream. Look at that. That is a weird pose, I thought.
Werewolf.
I mean, look at that. How spread he is here.
Yeah.
I mean, You got to be pretty limber to hold
Yeah.
that pose, you know.
That's gotta hurt.
And look backwards.
At my age, that hurts just looking at it. And there we have the end of the story. All right, guys, I better get out of here. My wife's got to get some work done.
Yep.
Okay,
I'm gonna go
mate.
back and see the beginning of the stream because I want to see what Mark was talking about with the Super Ombra stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a neat little story.
You can check out my Anthro
Have a
as
great-
well.
Have a great cover, Slingers. I probably won't be able to see it until Saturday night, so you guys knock
Okay.
them out.
See you
All
there,
right,
mate.
Take care.
Okay, bye.
See you, Raj.
Bye. See you, Rod.
But these ones I got from Unruly Simeon. He sent me these and I because I said I never really get any indies. So he sent me a bunch of indies that had recently come out. And there's got a note in this one.
Nice.
I don't know if any of these ever turned into anything. Sometimes some of these indie ones get bought out, don't they? And they become TV shows. And I don't know if any of these are going to be that, but we only find them when they're dead. That's the name of that comic. They were interesting stories, but nothing blew me away. This one I'm trying to finish off the run because it's only a 5-issue one. So I've managed to get number 2, but I still need the other 3. He gave me a slab of the original of this as well. Right. Deadshot 4-parter in there. Deadshot's kind of an interesting character because, like, in later iterations of the character, like he's got a daughter and he looks after her. He sends them money and all that, try which is okay. But in this one, he has I think it was an earlier term. He's got a son, and he doesn't give a toss about him. His son gets killed in a crossfire because he goes in there because they're trying to use his son as a hostage against him. He just goes in there, guns blazing, and his son ends up dead. And he's just like whatever. So they've really kind of changed the character in recent years. Right, and finally I've got this one of Rebels, which I really enjoyed. It's got the Legion guys from back in the day. And I just thought it was a really, really cool story. I enjoyed it a lot. Great characters. Cool read. It should run for a bit longer, but it's cool. No giveaways on my channel, would you? No giveaways on my channel, mate. Yeah, I got 3.5K a couple of days ago, but I don't bother with contests because when I do, hardly anyone takes part, so I can't bother with them anymore. There's Despero with his head chopped off. It's a nice, sexy Starfire colour. This is the late. Did you read the later run of Rebels Ranger Slayer? This is the one that came after Legion. This is not the one that came after Legion. There's one that came after Legion, and a couple of years later there was this one, and I thought it was really cool. I really enjoyed it. Slowbo. Guess who's fragging back? No, I love that Legion. That's one of my favourite ever series. That Legion run that went into Rebels. I loved them both, and that's why when I saw this one, I was really weird because I was collecting comics when these ones came out, but I never saw them, so I didn't actually collect them at the time. So I actually ended up collecting them afterwards. But I thought this is just a really good story. Unfortunately, finishes too soon, but there you go. It's a great long style of a story. There you go, 28 issues. Right, this was an part of an AOK I got from Comic Flu. Dinosaurs versus Mars bots. It's a weird little comic. Right, now this one Roger may recognise, because right early on in cover sling, I think the second cover sling was maybe, or quite early on, was Jungle covers, and I showed Jimmy Olsen on it, and Matilda gave me a 5. So I did a picture of the panel from that day. There's me crying, holding up my Jimmy Olsen cover. There's Matilda saying 5, and I've given her fangs because that's how evil she is. There's Bill. There's Roger, grinning like a buffoon because I'm crying over the 5. Geeky Pete, and there's Jambo. So that was my rendition of the nightmare. That was that cover slingers where I got given a 5 for Jimmy Olsen because Matilda's got no taste. So there you go. And that's that box. That's the whole of that box. Complete. Let's go to that screen. It's easier. I've got to keep moving around. All right, so it's 20 past 12, so I'm going to call it a night.
Okay.
All right. Cheers for coming, Ray.
Yeah, not a problem. Thank
Bye,
you.
Kyle.
Bye, Kyle.
See you later.
See you later, Grey Man.
Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next week.
Bye.